Alrighty. So, where we last left off was,
Excellent.
in the middle of things. Quincy stepped into middle management, which is great for him, and I think that's probably the only positive that happened.
It's a middle management.
Does he still sleep with the pigs after the original of them?
No. Charles gave him.
No, Charles said
I mean, he can if he wants to, but Charles definitely gave
Quincy,
him.
bro.
Nah.
Okay.
Quincy hasn't had a nice bed in who knows how long. Since the last time he's needed to run, so he's
He didn't live in that
absolutely...
closet.
It's true. He did live. Well, and then you stole that closet from him, you bastard.
No, I almost did. I'm gonna fucking sell them.
That's a fair point. I forgot about that.
What do you mean you forgot, bro?
I forgot that you're spending the night in there. Bro, my DM, bro. So, after a series of rather unfortunate events, you all managed to stop the tavern from being burnt down. Congratulations. Half of you are now being arrested. After the... Well, I mean, one of you is being arrested. One of you is being arrested. The other decided to... I mean, really, truly test the, hey, don't worry, you guys do whatever you feel like. I promise it won't derail the story too much on the first session, which takes courage, honestly.
But how many times can you do that Blaine song per long rest? Just wondering.
That's for you to find out.
More than you think.
So, where we will pick back up. Quincy has returned back inside. Feel free to exit the tavern whenever you wish, or whatever Quincy is doing for the rest of the evening. Did you want to say anything?
Quincy is going to close up early.
Yeah.
He's going to declare last round of drinks.
Yeah.
Apologies, but the new bartender is tired and would like some time to get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, fair.
Fuck the business. Quincy wants a nap.
There's pretty much... I mean, to be fair, at this time of night, it's, maybe just towards maybe 9-10 p.m. The only people that are left after the multiple fights that happened during the day are the people that are too drunk to really go anywhere anyway. Easy enough. We will pan back over to one Miss Gemina and Rascal leaning up against a tree, as a certain...
Mistress.
As a certain mistress of the night, as it were, has snuck up behind her.
Whoa. Let's not make any assumptions here about occupation.
You questioned Dad's descriptions the other week.
That's fair. So, Gemina, and Kalir, both of you, Kalir, you have successfully evaded the Crownsguard's gaze for now. The 3 or 4 of them that were after you are still looking in this thicket of trees up to the top right. You have escaped their view. You are still disguised, and you are approaching Gemini, I believe? Are you directly approaching her, or trying to sneak through the trees, or what are you trying to do?
I guess upon the realization that some of the Crownsguard and the captives are still yet to pass by here, I am going to not immediately contact Gemina, and I'm going to instead basically like hang around the... I'm doing the like keep as much of the trees between me and the other side as I can.
It is very...
I saw him, right?
Yes,
Well, you saw
from your
me
perspective, and because of that super low stealth roll that he did, you saw him dash through the trees, come around another tree, change into the form that he is now, and then march stealthily away from that group.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so you saw me kind of come and you could kind of
continue hiding.
you could piece together like kind of where I am hanging out, and I'm very clearly like trying to stay appraised as to where these people are as they walk by, and I'm sort of like moving along the outer edge of this to try and like stay out of sight as best I can.
Yeah, which as pretty much in almost the exact same time as that, as you're kind of trying to the trees in the middle, and then you're trying to like match where keeping the trees between you to avoid as much detection as possible. Gemina, you can see one Captain Angus leading a shackled Charles and the did you and Silas ever have an interaction? I don't think you did yet.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't believe so.
Yeah,
I would have seen him during the fight.
yeah, and you would have seen that he definitely helped and was part of the reason why. Pardon?
What?
Should I go get that out of the oven?
Get what out of the oven? What?
I don't know. It's being a pain as far as cooking in the middle. I don't like this recipe.
Yeah, just had a bone. Fuck it.
That's not what I meant.
Do you guys need a minute?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Can you cut into the middle of it and see if there's still a doughy bit?
Okay, 1 second.
You're muted, Ned.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay.
No one wants to hear this. It's just, you say that, and all I could hear was Final Fantasy XIV raid music. Everything burns!
Oh!
Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! I'm on fire, burn.
I just want to see how does this work? How do you...
Is that
a thing?
What did you just roll? Rolled something.
Oh shit! Okay, you can add modifiers to the rolls.
Yeah, so you can, if you ever want to, you can type /RD whatever it is, and then add plus whatever if you want to roll it in there.
It's nice that I'm doing it in Player's Handbook. I'm not rolling it physically. I think just so everyone can see it.
I mean, if you want to, yeah. Just don't lie about what you roll.
And then
I'm not going to, but it's just
yeah.
Also, there's just something nice about a dice actually rolling.
What'd you say, Ellie?
I was grabbing my Gemini dice, but I was trying to remember. I haven't had an interaction with. I've had an interaction with Kalir, but we didn't exchange names, right?
I don't think so. It was very quick.
No.
But it was.
And then I've probably heard Quincy's name, but I don't think we've
Yeah, that's kind of more up to you and Nat's kind of discretion of how much of a friendship or knowledge of each other as there are. I mean, you've lived here or have visited here for most of your life, and Quincy has been here for a couple of years.
If you've been around a couple
of years, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be odder if we didn't know each other.
Yeah, it'd be more especially with Brigade's reputation here and your relationship to Brigade, you would be known as, Brigade's niece, and there would be that kind of established contact there.
Okay.
So, Gemina, you can see one, not necessarily angry looking, but just kind of miffed, I guess, a bit confused, a little bit, annoyed more than anything else, leading a shackled Charles and someone that was definitely trying to help not burn down the maiden. As these three kind of walking past, Angus looks at you and kind of shrugs a little, recognizing the absurdity of the situation, and doesn't fully seem to be interested in conversing with you at the moment, but you can absolutely stop him and talk to him if you wish, or otherwise he's just going to keep walking past. Could see a beast.
Sorry, had to deal with a beast. No. Yes. Yeah, I look at his expression and definitely find that puzzling. But I still call out and say, "What on earth do you have Charles in handcuffs for?"
You can see Angus kind of stop and then reluctantly, hoping that you wouldn't interfere, turn to you and say, "Trust me, this is for the best. It may not look like it right now, but actions need to be taken, okay? And I need you to trust that I'm doing the right thing." And you can see Charles behind him, kind of still towering over this dude, is... It's weird to see Charles in cuffs and not actively trying to get out of them. And the only reason that makes sense is because you can see he's truly just kind of, just absolutely perplexed as to how the hell this could have happened. And looking from you, looking to Charles, looking to Angus, and then looking back to you again, kind of just genuinely confused and shrugging a bit of I don't know what to do here. Says, but please, did you just throw her?
Onto the bed, yes.
But please, don't interfere. Trust that I'm doing the right thing. And he's just gonna keep marching towards the house unless you have anything else to say as he's walking.
I think I would just say, Charles? What?
He kind of turns to you and just goes, tell Brigid, I guess.
Oh, I will.
Good. And then all three of them, Silas, unless you also have anything to add, or are you just kind of following along quietly?
I'm just going with it. I mean,
yeah. On the walk,
I just got here, man.
On the walk, Charles is kind of he's looking to you a bit and just kind of I'm sorry that you got messed up in this. You did the right thing helping us, but shit, hate to see you in chains, I guess.
Wouldn't him saying this get her arrested? By saying she helped? Wouldn't make you and Cork that she was suddenly involved in that?
Oh no, Charles is saying this to you.
Oh, to me?
Yeah, to you, as you walk. So yeah, we've left Brigid and the Griffin in the trees, and then now it's you three walking towards the Crownsguard garrison in the prison in the bottommost floor. And as he's kind of approaching, he kind of turns and looks at you and says, yeah, sorry that you got mixed up in all this. You did the right thing trying to help. It feels wrong that you're in chains.
Hey, listen, you were gonna give me a roof over my head. It was the least I could do to help.
Yeah, fair enough. And Angus will open the bottommost door. You can see the Crownsguard garrison building. It's 3 levels. The bottommost level is made out of cobblestones and brick, with a sort of wooden door on the very front entrance, and then a staircase going up. The staircase going up leads to more like a traditional sort of wooden house. You're good?
He's probably checking the bread.
Fair. More of a, sort of traditional, like, almost wooden house built on top of these cobblestones. You can see the kind of, like, castle wall, almost like, bottom floor. Railings, and places for, archers to shoot from. This is the most heavily armored building in this place. But Angus takes you through to the bottom floor, and you can open up to see it very much... The first thing that's coming to my mind with this is, like, in those old Western movies, kind of like jailhouses, where it's just a door, a small little holding area with a desk, with one Crownsguard sitting behind it, and then you can see 2 holding cells. One holding cell is already pretty much packed. There's Iron Shepherds.
Packed?
Yeah, there's Iron Shepherds in there. A couple drunkards, not like too many different people, just a small group of people. This place is not built to hold large quantities of people. And the cell that you and Charles are being tossed into is the same cell that there are now 6 unconscious bodies lying in the corner, all propped up, leaning.
Oh, the Iron Shepherds from earlier got put in there?
The Iron Shepherds from earlier have been put in this cell as well. But the only 2 conscious members of this is you and Charles.
Right.
And Angus is kind of wordlessly, he removes the cuffs from you, turns you around, removes the cuffs from Charles, and turns him around, and you are both locked in this jail cell for now. Charles kind of is death staring Angus, you can see as Angus just leaves without saying a word.
No, he doesn't explain himself at all? Shit.
Nope, he doesn't explain himself at all. Because, roll me an insight check.
Sure. My insight is +6, so... I got a 10. That's fucked.
You got a 10? Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like he doesn't want to explain himself. It looks like something is stopping him from, like, it's the difference in, oh, that guy doesn't want to talk versus, oh, that guy can't talk right now. That's all you really get.
Yeah.
And Angus departs from the place. You and Charles are left to your own devices for now. While this is going on, we will zoom back to the small little thicket of trees outside of the garrison. To where Gemina has just watched these events unfold, and Kalia, you are hiding somewhere.
I mean, I've been kind
behind
of
the Griffin, right?
Going.
Yeah.
I've been yes. No, I've been basically keeping as much as between them as I can. I could go around it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. You guys will be all happy to see that like we massively upped the drag speed of moving tokens.
Now you can move without it going.
Oh, nice. That works for me really well in this 5-foot cell.
Yeah, it's like a 15-foot by 15
it's like 10 by 10
space.
Yeah.
Okay, so like the guards that were off searching for me are kind of like nowhere to be seen. Like I'm relatively clear to like say something to her.
Pretty much, yeah. The only person that you can see, if you wait a few more moments after Angus takes these two into the bottommost floor of the garrison, you'll see a few minutes later he comes back out and kind of stands outside, takes his helmet off, puts it out his side, and just kind of, and then turns around and marches back upstairs to where the living quarters are.
Okay.
And then yes, as far as everyone else is concerned, though, the 4 or 5 Crownsguard that were chasing you through the forest are still looking around in that forest, but not so much like actively pursuing, more just like, well, I've been ordered to do this, so I guess, hey, nah, not over here. Hey, whatever. They're kind of half-assed looking for you at this point. Now that like the adrenaline has fallen down.
Yeah.
But yes, other than that, you are pretty much clear to reveal yourself.
Sorry, I sneezed. So yeah, so I guess Gemina is sitting here and she kind of sees me sort of pop out of the bush is rustling next to you, you know, and it's like I kind of stand up and I take a second and I'm like, hey, you miss Lady Elf,
No, I'm Gemina. What are you doing here?
You know who I am?
I mean, we spoke briefly, but I didn't get your name.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, I'm surprised because I'm disguised.
Yeah. Yeah, you were like, all right, then no one's gonna know that I'm disguised like this, and Jim was going.
Oh, right. Yeah, I saw you jump out the window.
Oh. I suppose that tracks.
It was a little crazy, but pretty cool looking.
Thank you. As I'm sure you saw, it looks like they took the bartender and the strange
I know.
quiet man, and they brought him up to the guardhouse there.
You don't know him?
No, I just, as I said earlier, I did really just get to town, and I
mean, I think he may have as well.
I typically try not to get too involved in these sorts of things, but, and I'm kind of thinking about back to like, you know, the encounters I've had with Charles and just kind of all rolled something though.
Nat has taken a short rest, by the way, because he is chilling.
But like I suppose the least that we can do is to go into the tavern there and perhaps talk with the enthusiastic busboy and perhaps see if there's any insight as to what to do about those people.
Yes, definitely that. I'll also be speaking with my aunt.
Really? Your family in town?
Yes.
Oh. Very good. I mean, that's if you think that I don't know, a regular in town would be helpful in this sort of a situation. Anyhow, I guess, yeah, and I guess I'll just sort of start to do that. So I will I'll start to walk back towards the tavern.
As you're walking up to it, you see Quincy guiding one of the last patrons out of. Going, all right, get home safe. Get home safe. No, aim for the flowers. Aim for the flowers.
Yeah. And you see, it turns just in time. I won't describe the chunkiness this time. Don't worry. It very much throws up outside. Quincy doing his best to kind of, hold the man's slightly longer hair back off of his face. Yes, you see Quincy attending to the last drunkard. The tavern is now empty, I presume, Quincy?
Yeah.
Everything's been shut up. The doors have been locked and shut. Windows have been shut and shutters folded in. The tavern is yours.
There's still a little bit of light, and Quincy goes about his last evening, cleaning, more than likely, as they come in. He's got a mop and the buckets on the tensor's floating disc, as always.
I'm just picturing, a giant lazy Susan, so you put it in the mop and then it spins a little bit.
Yeah, why not?
As I walk towards the front of this tavern, I've had very limited interaction with Gemina, so I'm sort of I'm not really looking over my shoulder to see if she follows, but I'm only hoping that she does so because I don't know, perhaps the more hands there are on dealing with this weird situation I've been thrust into, perhaps the better. And I will.
I was gonna say, yeah, the griffin as well, still standing, pretty much attached to the hip.
I didn't even react to that. That's right.
He walks back.
Is that?
Yeah, walks away, turns around, comes back. Nice dog.
I mean, we're following.
Is that?
I like your dog.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. Are you following?
Is that yours?
Yeah.
Is that yours?
Oh yes. This is Rascal.
Impressive.
Giant 10-foot tall griffin, standing almost twice as wide as Gemini is shoulder to shoulder, just staring down at you with those predatory eyes of a bird of prey. as this sweet looking elf woman calls him Rascal.
Yeah, Daisy, devourer of children.
Yeah, this is Princess, and he'd never heard a fly.
Princess hydrogen bomb.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, and then I will go to the tavern.
On to the tavern.
So it has these the big old swinging doors. I don't know if it also on top of the swinging doors has an actual door that shuts.
Yes, so there's the fold out doors that kind of shutter effect as they kind of get pulled in and out. Those I imagine have been fully locked, and then the only door that is left is the just a regular saloon style door that is more right wherever Quincy is pinging. He's done his homework.
Okay. I will. So I guess I step up here and kind of halfway, step into the door and kind of do the knock on the.
Sorry, well, we're closed. Last round was a little bit ago. Sorry.
Hi, it's hello.
Don't know you, pretty lady. How you doing?
I walk up
This is hard to explain.
Slightly behind. Say, it's me.
Oh, hi, Jim. I actually had a question for you. Would you be able to take them there fella's horse over to the board so he's not out in the cold all night?
Yes, certainly.
Silas's horse was left out.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's right.
No, sorry. Silas's horse has been. That's
right. It did get put in the stables.
Yeah. He did pay for it to be put in the stables. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
That's right. No, you're good. That's cool though. I like that.
Never mind.
I just step in and I'm just it's. I was the red-haired elf that was in here earlier.
I think you have red hair.
Well, I've seen quicker transformations. That's pretty interesting.
Quincy's an ally.
Yeah. I support you.
I don't understand it, but I support
it. Listen, do you mind if you mind if we have a moment?
Well, considering you're fella that broke one of my down there windows, the reason why.
Oh, did he break through it?
The window was shut, yes. He vaulted over the bar and then like jumped out the window, shattering it. So I guess the only open window would be that one still. But keep in mind, Quincy did try and trip you as you were.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I'm trying to. Yeah.
No, you can idiot.
Quincy just said, "Give me a reason why," and I'm responding with, I have my reasons for not trusting the Crownsguard and not particularly wanting that sort of examination. I took a bit of a liking to you and to the service that you were providing when I first arrived here. Why did you try to get in my way?
Because it was going to be funny. Imagine the guy's running, he's running from the law, he's running, and then he just trips and right down there.
Right. Well, I'm sorry about your window. Shall we call it even?
Give me 1 second to think about it. Penelope, sniffer.
Sniffer?
Psychically.
Yeah. Is this
charisma saving throw?
Yeah. Kalia, could you please give me a charisma saving throw?
Charisma? I still don't know what this. Look at the cat.
Beast.
A griffin of its own nature.
Because it does not say they are immune to this effect if they save.
Yeah, you can do it as many times as you want, I believe, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. It's just a charisma saving throw.
You save.
11.
How much?
11.
11? Yeah, you save against this. So again, that kind of, as he's standing there, that kind of weird sense of just eyes on you is there for a brief second before it fades away again. And you don't know what it is other than just this guy's very weird. He's got a bit of a creepy vibe to him.
1 second.
Nope.
Oh, no, I can still hear you. I'm grabbing something.
Alright. Quincy's just gonna saunter up and go, well, you certainly helped us with them their shepherds. Yeah, I can see not throwing you to the wolves. Honestly, I'm a little concerned about Charles.
Is Bumbler here? Can he hear this?
Yes,
That's why I'm back. What on earth happened?
Seemed that there was some just depictions of nepotism, Piers.
What?
I love Quincy.
Yeah.
I see.
I don't know what the word means, but I think that's the right word.
Okay, I got my dice straight.
Specifically, there was this rascally fellow named Wesley?
Rascal?
Wesley.
Sorry, that's an insult to their pit. I apologize. Gourmet, weaselly, stout-looking fella that ran away and said something like, "Oh, my father will hear about this."
Yeah.
And then Charles and that feller that we talked with earlier, I believe his name was Silas? Silas, yes. Stylus? No, Silas.
He dirtied my cloak.
That's normal.
Right.
Dirtied my cloak.
If we're going to continue talking, come on in here a little bit as he beckons you in and closes the door.
Yeah, closes the door. The multiple locks that are there that you are more than familiar with. Charles likes to keep this place pretty securely shut down at night.
Quincy's going to think to Penelope, watch outside.
Yep. Yeah, just kind of patrolling the area and report back if anyone
Within 100
approaches.
feet.
Yeah, easy. Penelope communes back to you like, "Yes, sir?" And immediately flies out the open window, still shattered, and starts, doing her little patrol route of the building.
Now, I think there would be a reason that Mr. McEwen would apprehend my employer. I think it'd be best if we all get some good rest and then go there first thing. I have to close there. You all could go and ask. I need to run the bar here, as it were. I get to run my own bar.
Right. Aren't you close? I don't know. And then I just go one moment, and I kind of take a moment to focus on the necklace that I have on me, and you hear me speak a few words, and my appearance changes to look a lot like the
what specifically did you you say a few words in Elvish, in Common?
Whatever
it's the incantation of a spell.
Okay.
Yeah. And then my appearance changes to be now it is a bit much like the avatar that I am using here, but instead of the red hair, it's just like it is an elf with dark hair, with black hair.
Well, all right.
He was. I suggested he have a curly mustache to make it look different, but he doesn't want us to take that suggestion, so fair enough.
We all right then? I'm assuming you don't have a place to stay this fine evening.
Well,
you actually did, Kalir. You were given one of the rooms by Charles for a few nights, is what you were told, and this would only be your second night here.
Yeah, we did. I did square up with your, or square away with your. It's not square up. Square away with.
Put him up, mate.
I scrapped up the owner of this establishment.
I did square away with your superior, right, some rooms to stay here. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that, I turn to Gemini and I'm like, it's you wanted to go speak with your grandmother, I think.
Aunt.
My auntie, actually.
Right. Well, if you, it's by all means.
I'm gonna close up shop
Why
here.
do you ask?
I'm simply trying to gauge the options that we have in front of us.
Well, mister, I'm kind of aiding and abetting a, what's the word? A criminal of the law? What's the word? No, not that.
Suspect?
Suspect, that's the word.
Penelope says from outside.
Is
telepathically.
Is that not something that you are willing to do? Perhaps to see your Charles freed?
I mean, perhaps? You pay for the room. Just, I wouldn't recommend...
If they arrested you, already paid me.
I'm just saying, you've already, I wouldn't recommend wandering out, or especially around at night. They would question you. Right. Unfamiliar face in town?
Yeah. Pretty much as you were thinking that, maybe a few seconds later, Penelope just chimes in your head telepathically, just reporting that it looks like there's the people that were looking in the forest for Kalir have stopped their searching and have resumed their regular patrols in groups of 3, one with a torch, and moving up and down the...
Yeah. I would recommend you stay here for the evening. You, on the other hand, Gemina, feel free to leave whenever.
Very well. I suppose I'll do that. And I will, I guess I'll head up to the room.
Yeah.
And what Quincy does the last thing he does before he goes to Charles's room is he uses the ritual cast of Alarm to cover the main bar room area that covers basically they cannot walk past this area without triggering the alarm, and it'd be a silent alarm for him.
Easy. Easy enough.
Before he leaves, and after Kalir has left, I would just kind of take a closer look at Quincy than I have before. Now that he's running this place. And I say, I just remembered a couple nights back.
Yes?
Why were you in my room?
What?
Now that's an odd question because I wasn't in town a couple days ago.
I swear I saw your face.
Huh. Well, that's an odd conundrum. Have you consulted a seer about such things? Maybe a dreamwalker?
I love Quincy.
I'm not crazy.
Have you seen a doctor?
I'm just saying I'm not
a specialist about it.
I don't think...
You can both roll insight checks if you wish. Actually, for this one, Nat, I would like you to make a persuasion or deception, but don't tell which one it is, just tell me the number. And, Gemina.
Alright.
You said insight?
Yeah, insight.
Alright.
Yeah, persuasion or deception, your choice, but don't say what it is, just tell me the number.
8.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Did not roll well.
That's a 24.
Fucking hell.
Okay, that's what that was. Fair enough.
Yes.
As far as you are aware, pretty keenly aware, Quincy is probably a little too excited about the aspect of running this place tomorrow to actively be lying about anything. He seems to be telling the truth. He was out of town a few days ago, and seems to have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
It's my regular weekend sabbatical.
You smell different when you sleep.
Jesus.
Pretty sure I was chased out of your orchard by Rascal.
Back down the stairs.
Here, got the scar to prove it. No, that's from this morning. Never mind. But to circle back, what you mean I was in your room? Any better details?
I saw you standing there.
Was I standing menacingly, heroically, placidly, candidly?
Do you need a reminder, Ellie?
Enthusiastically?
Perhaps.
So you recall stirring after a particularly rough night's sleep. You recall stirring and looking at the foot of your bed and standing rather lackadaisically, arms crossed, just looking at you.
Not particularly menacing, right?
Not menacing, was someone who very much resembled Quincy, but none of the crooked features of Quincy's face. The teeth were straight, the eyes were...
And he was standing straight, right?
Yes, he was standing upright, kind of leaning back against a wall, not at all with any of the slouch that Quincy has as he stands before you. Definitely doesn't look like he needs a walking stick. And you saw this individual for a few seconds, and then you fell back asleep. And then he was gone.
Interesting.
Was I full of whimsy? No, it wasn't me.
I had a dream about you.
I guess, come to think of it, he didn't look exactly like you, but the resemblance was striking.
He has a twin brother, I knew it.
Well, either I've got a stalker, a new fan, or someone's trying to tell you something.
Wonder which it is.
I don't know either. Let's think on it and see what there else is. Was there anything else in that dream, or was it just me?
Dream? What do you mean?
Well, clearly I wasn't there. Who knows? Maybe your brain was creating situations. I remember sometimes I dream I'm in this hall and I'm eating the biggest pretzel ever.
I mean, I did have some dreams that night, but that didn't seem like a dream.
Huh. Well, that'd be a little concerning. Well, recommendation, I am not one for breaking an intern unless it's the pantry. So,
which you no longer have to do since Charles left you his keys.
Exactly. Well, yeah. My recommendation is keep Rascal close, maybe. And if you experience that again, let's talk further when we're not all wired up and chilled in the bed for whatever happens.
Don't eat after midnight.
Don't eat after midnight.
What do you? As Quincy's making himself like a triple-decker sandwich.
Yeah, just a late night snack before I hit the hay, and then like Scooby-Doo style sandwich.
Is that what it is? Is it like super early morning now? Or?
No, so it is around 9-10 o'clock at night, well into the evening.
Okay,
Sun has long since set. Yeah.
It was agreed to that I can have at least one midnight snack, and it's midnight somewhere, so 8 for me.
And Charles,
it's a 3-person meal, Quincy. No.
Charles did 3 packets of Indomie noodles, man. Yeah. Is there anything else you guys are wishing to do in this tavern? As you
does my room have a window?
Yes. Every room has a small window. Not
still looking for a window.
He's like, well, I need to break something. Every room has a small window, not big enough to actually fit someone out of. Like, for your size and your build, it would be a pretty high, like...
No. I just kind of want... I just want to know if I can have somewhere
there is a vantage point, it's a viewpoint, it's
yeah.
Your room specifically would be on the edge, actually facing the Crownsguard garrison. You'd be able to see the garrison, kind of the front gate, and like that front sort of checkpoint where people funnel through from the main road. Yeah, that would be what you'd be able to see from your window.
Nice.
All right. Y'all have a good night. Oh, get some rest.
And I grab a chocolate from my pouch and walk out and head home.
Yeah, things start melting.
He's a little excited as you pull it out, and then as you walk away, he goes, "Oh."
Yeah. So we will zoom out from this then as the
1, 2.
Yes.
triple-decker sandwich and then one small piece
I
of
have
fabric.
an extra. Can I hand it to you?
Friendship over
It
chocolate.
disappears. Just.
He's holding the double-decker sandwich and he's holding the keys to like finish locking up, and he just kind of leans down to catch it with his mouth.
Shoot! I ate the keys.
That's happened once before.
Yeah, I had that.
Okay. We will zoom out from this as this conversation is happening. Silas, you are in a rather small, not too cramped cell, thankfully, with 5 unconscious people, all in various states of 6. 5 or 6. I can't remember. Maybe I've taken a concussion.
Sure.
A small number of unconscious people that are in various states of rousing, maybe coming back to consciousness, or just kind of waking up a little bit and going, alright, and falling back asleep. Charles is sat next to you in kind of this cell. It's like, so it's 2 cells joined, and then like a row of bars in between both cells, with benches on either side, and then benches on the sides either way. So you and Charles can sit facing each other, but one of you will have their back to the cell, the other will have their back to the wall. If that kind of makes sense.
Wait, what, back to the like to the neighboring cell?
Yes,
or
back to the neighboring cell. Yes, sorry, yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Charles has sat facing the cell and is pretty much mad dogging anyone that is conscious enough or awake enough to actually be looking at Charles from that other cell. It's very. Yeah. Have you never heard of mad dogging someone? Like,
is that like raw dogging?
Eyeing up.
Mean mugging someone, giving them a death stare.
Oh, okay.
Like, challenging them, like, fuck you looking at, before they eventually look away. It's a slightly awkward silence. Kind of stinks a little bit from lots of drunk people in here.
And what they put in horse shit as well.
Yeah, and no one really cleaned them up either, so there's a slight smell of horse shit coming from the pile next to you. It's not the most pleasant, but it's also a prison, so no one cares too much. And the single...
This is post-fight with them. Are they, like beating them... Like, how likely are they to, like, get up and start something, or are they out?
Oh, not at all. They are pretty much out. Even if they were to wake up, the most you'd think they'd, like... Any one of them that kind of wakes up and lifts their head kind of goes... and seems to be in too much pain to actually do anything.
Okay, I assume. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. So, in this room is the single Crownsguard, sitting kind of behind, like, the reception desk, I guess is the best way of describing it. Just kind of sitting there, half asleep. It's very late at night. They are pretty much just there to make sure that no one tries to break out or no fights really break out. After a few moments of kind of slightly awkward silence, Charles reluctantly kind of turns to you and starts eyeing you up and down. Kind of just tilts his head a little bit. And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Saving throw, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that would be... I rolled a 2 plus 2, so it's 4.
Oh.
Can I use my...
you can use your heroic, yeah, you can use your heroic if you want, yeah.
Because I started this the same day. Sure, so I just get to reroll it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 14.
14 is just under what you needed to roll. He has a 15 for this.
Should have taken a 4.
So, I need you... Well, okay, here's some things he learns about you just from looking at you. He learns your alignment. He learns the most... What's the word? Hold on, let me look it up. It was right here. Ellie, you can go grab a slice of thing now while I look this up real quick. It was not this one. That's the wrong tab. Where is it? Apologies. I thought I had this memorized.
Is my alignment something I should have?
It's you know what your alignment is, right? I don't think we went over it.
Chaotic, good, and neutral evil.
No, I know what an alignment is. I don't think we ever talked about it.
Well, okay. Are you good or evil? Is the main difference here. Like, you can be whichever. You can say you're evil if you want. He's going to learn this. This is the thing.
I don't think he's. Listen, he's done bad shit, but he's good-natured. You know.
Perfectly reasonable for him to be neutral.
Yeah, neutral good, or just true neutral. Or just
sure,
neutral.
either.
But yeah, doesn't swing either which way. Which he learns that. He learns some other things that don't really. Yeah, he learns your current HP. He learns your AC. Yeah, he learns a couple different things that don't matter too much. The main thing that this ability was used on you was to really get your alignment. And seeing that you are not evil and you are not a dickhead or a true dickhead, you can see his expression kind of relaxes a little bit. One sec, sorry. What was I saying? Yes, Charles says yes. Looked you up. He now, because you failed that save, he understands your alignment. He knows how easy you are to hit and how much health you have. And it's funny, the kind of the stern look he's giving you as he's trying to, like, give you a once-over, it relaxes a little bit. He says, kind of leans back against the leans back against the cell wall, sorry, arms crossed, and looks at you and just kind of goes, "What the fuck are you?"
Just someone who's passing through.
Yeah, bullshit. I know skill when I see skill. I know when someone is more than what the fuck they're trying to be. What are you? Who are you? And why are you here?
My name's Silas. I have business in the area. I just needed a place to stay.
Right.
I have no qualms with you.
Right.
And if I didn't prove that by helping you earlier, I don't know what can.
Oh no, you're in my good books for that. Thank you, truly, thank you. And you will have a room as long as you need. I'm trying to gauge to see if you're someone I should be careful with. Should I be careful with you, Silas?
What kind of careful do you mean?
Well, last I remember seeing you, you were being served at the bar, and then, before I could even think twice, you had a blade to that man's neck. Now, thankfully, you didn't actually use it. You showed some restraint to knock him out. Thank you for that. That would have been a hell of a lot of paperwork to do. But I am able to recognize when someone is skilled in things not the typical person is skilled in. Now, you say you have business in the area. What kind of business?
You can think of it as surveillance for now. Nothing major. Nothing that'll disrupt you. I'm just...
Alright.
If I said any more, I'd be doing a disservice to myself.
I get you. I think I get you. And he kind of leans forward a little bit, and a little, like, aware of that he is very much, like, up in your face at this point.
Okay.
Kind of, he's just leaning forward, and he's just watching you. And for a brief second, you can see his eyes shimmer a little bit. And he kind of goes, "Oh. Alright. We should talk somewhere where these shitheads, as drunk as they are, we should talk later. When we get out of here. I imagine we're gonna get out of here. Where the fuck? Alright!" And he shouts to the receptionist person who, like, was kind of half asleep, just reading, like, a newspaper. It's kind of like, What? He goes, "Can you get Angus? Is he just gonna leave us here all fucking night? I would hope that he has better fucking manners with me."
Just a question. Have we had our shit taken? Or, like, do we still have, like, our...
weapons have been taken, yes.
Shit, okay.
Yeah, weapons have been taken, but if you want, you can roll, like, as they're kind of, like, patting you down, you can roll something to see if you could, like, keep a dagger on you.
Ooh,
or how well
sleight of hand,
maybe.
Yeah, sleight of hand,
yeah,
sure.
roll sleight of hand for me, sorry. I completely forgot that they would have done that, yeah.
Fuck. Seriously? 2 + 7, 9.
With a 9, you go to tuck it in and you know, like, maybe, like, up your sleeve, literally have, like, an ace up your sleeve kind of a deal. And as you handed over the sword, the person kind of, you know, giving you a quick pat down is very quick to, like, feel it and then removes it from you. Thankfully, they don't think you tried to hide it. It's more just it
was just something else about my character.
Yeah, I was like, alright, thank you. So yeah, you don't have any of your weapons right now, but they've been thrown in a chest that is set behind the like the receptionist table. You can see that they kind of, when they took your weapons, they just put it down there. Except for Silas's greatsword, because it's kind of too big to put anywhere.
Silas's?
Sorry, Charles's greatsword, might be.
That's a greatsword.
Yeah, Charles's greatsword is just kind of leaning up against a wall somewhere, just behind the desk. And so the person sitting behind the desk just kind of ignores Charles for a quick minute before he turns and smacks his hand against the bar, and a small piece of rubble falls down. Not like much, but he hits it with such a force that, like, it shook the room. And you see the person very quickly rush to their feet, get up and walk out, and you can hear the muffled, like, Angus? Captain? So we will zoom out from this to one Miss Gemina as she is approaching home.
Ooh.
As you kind of are walking up the grassy hill to Brigade's hut. You can see the typical vines that are kind of forming a little, what's the word? Like a barrier? Or like handrails, I guess.
I don't know.
It is. These are living vines. They are constantly kind of constricting and loosening their grip around each other. And Gemina, the familiar look of these flowers and these plants almost turning to watch you as you walk up the hill. As you approach Brigade's hut. How do you want to approach Brigade's hut?
From the back.
No.
I'll say, do you have Rascal following you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Rascal would probably go to the nest in the tree, right?
Yeah, once you've kind of gotten within, 50, 60 feet of the actual place, Rascal kind of recognizing, oh cool, we're going home for the night, bumps you with the same kind of force that, would normally knock someone over, but you've grown accustomed to it and know to brace for it, and kind of bumps you in that affectionate sort of, see you in a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, and he flies up into his usual perch in the tree, and just kind of splays out a little bit, relaxing and stretching, leaving you alone as you approach Brigade's hut.
I mean, if I don't see her outside, then I wander inside.
Yep. Wander inside. Brigade is nowhere to be seen for the moment. Her things are the usual things that she would leave around when she is in the house are missing, giving you the sense that she's probably just not in right yet. It is pretty late for her to still be out, but she also comes and goes at very odd hours of the night whenever seems to,
They got them both.
Whenever strikes her fancy, typically. So it might be a little bit before she, returns.
Well, in that case, just in case she is nearby, I will use message.
Yeah.
And, I'll say... I don't know if you're nearby, but we need to talk. And soon.
Where are you directing that? I believe you have to point in a direction.
Oh, that is true. Yeah. I have to.
You could also very much just be like, just stand there and go, we need to talk. We need to talk. Where are you? We need to talk. Where
in,
are
like,
you?
every direction.
We need to talk. Where are you? It's a cantrip, yeah. You can't do that.
And, like, I'm just there waiting.
Yeah,
so,
pretty much, yeah. You get a very...
They call her the living radar dish.
You get a very brief and snappy response that just simply says, oh, I know. No other message.
All right.
The twist is going to be that Brigade is the Griffin.
What the fuck?
Wild shape,
I don't think... Is that a monstrosity? I'm not going to think about it. A few minutes pass. What the fuck did you say?
The circle of the moon.
Oh. I thought you said pull out the moon. I was like, what?
No.
A few minutes pass as you're kind of awkwardly sitting there, waiting for Brigade to get home. You eventually hear her footsteps in the mud outside, and the usual vine door that most people have to open opens by itself, letting her in. She puts down her things, covered in a little bit of mud, a sack filled with different alchemical ingredients that you are very quick to recognize as, the stuff that she uses for her healing salves and the typical shopping list, I guess, of foraging that she needs to do. She puts it down, dusts herself off, sits... Where are you sat in? Are you just, stood there anxiously? Are you sat down, nervously waiting?
Pacing in the kitchen.
Pacing in the kitchen? Yeah. She would probably approach the living room, kind of where it is, and take a seat, very lackadaisically, sit back, one arm up, and just watch you. And just keep watching you, and just waiting for you to say something. She doesn't seem very much pissed off, as she does seem just impatient, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You said we needed to talk?
Yes, Angus arrested Charles.
I am aware. What do you want to do about it?
I don't know why he would have done that, but he said he had his reasons.
His reasons. Right. What happened today?
And quite a lot.
Why don't you start from the beginning? Or start from late this afternoon. You went to the tavern.
I did, yes.
And Did you start the fight?
No.
But did you finish it?
Of course.
Good go. Now... what happened? You ended this fight. I am aware of what happened. But... think back, what could have possibly made Angus feel like he had to arrest Charles?
There were customers causing trouble.
Mm-hmm. Were they shepherds?
They were, right?
Yes, they were.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Jim Bob, the old regular who's normally there every night, just brought a Molotov one day. Of course.
Of course they were.
Oh, how I wish I could open up the ground beneath them and swallow them whole. So you drove them off.
But it was worse than them starting a fight, though.
Mm-hmm.
One of them tried to burn the place down.
Shit. That's rather serious, and I imagine Chucky did not really like that.
No, actually, there were a
Did he
few
kill
of
anyone?
us that, no.
Okay,
there
good,
were a few
good.
of us that
Smart.
worked together to prevent the fire, and
Are you making friends?
I mean, I don't really know any of them,
Well,
but
fighting off some ne'er-do-wells is a very good way to make some friends, I suppose.
I suppose it is.
Okay.
They were quite helpful. One of them got arrested.
Oh.
Another jumped out a window.
Should they... Wait. Why?
I don't know.
We put it like that really just to sound like a chaos, like catastrophic, just like clusterfuck of what happened afterwards.
Yeah. It's removing all like context on the situation. Just and one of them jumped out a window. Okay.
Yeah, but they got him. What do you mean they got him?
What do you mean they got him? How many of them were arrested? Was it just Charles and one other person? I imagine that Angus is smart enough to know that if he arrested just Charles and not any of those fucking shepherds, that he would not be alive in the morning to tell me about it.
Oh no, there were lots of shepherds arrested as well.
Right. Good. Okay. Well, you are here to learn. What do you think is the best course of action?
I don't know, but we can't just leave him there, can we?
Oh, absolutely not. Do you want to go and talk to him?
Yes, definitely.
Of course. Have you thought of your approach? Are you going to be a little more intimidating? Are you just trying to find some information? How are you trying to handle this situation?
Probably intimidating.
Then I suppose you will want Rascal. And I will be behind you, of course, because I also have some words for Angus.
Of course.
Do you want to leave now, or should we sleep first? What do you think is best?
Now?
Yes, I agree. Well, I shouldn't have put all my things down. And very quickly stands up, picks up all of her things again. I should say, yeah, as she's kind of sitting there and regarding you, she doesn't look angry at you at all. She looks kind of impatient because this seems to have... This has annoyed her, clearly. But the entire time she's trying to maintain an air of, what would you like to do? What do you think is best? And trying to let you kind of lead the situation. Although you can, knowing her, you won't even have to roll an insight check. You know that in situations like these, she knows exactly what she wants to do. She's just waiting for you to kind of get there too.
Yeah.
And maybe take charge in that sort of regard. So you both pack up your things. I imagine Rascal is called with you as well?
Yes.
Yeah. You are on your way down to the Crownsguard garrison, or are you stopping anywhere else? Would Gemina think to try and get the people that were also involved, or do you think Gemina would just walk with Brigid and Rascal down to kind of, Angus, come outside?
I think probably the latter.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Get down here now.
We will very quickly zoom back into the garrison, where Angus has reappeared after being summoned by the desk jockey. And he has entered and you can see he has taken off his helmet, and has left it at his side. Still, armor looks remarkably well polished, except for a little bit of mud on the boots. But even as he's sitting there regarding you, Silas, and Charles, he's kind of like polishing them a little bit, trying to pick the mud off. The past few minutes have been very tense. It's been a lot of, why the fuck are you doing this? I can't tell you that. Why the fuck not? Because I just can't. What the fuck is your problem? What the fuck is your problem? You wanna go? You wanna go? A couple very, very intense moments where it looks like a fight is going to break out, and it's a little, I guess just tense is the best way to put it. Angus is very clearly not revealing everything at the moment. Whether it be because there's lots of other people in this room, whether it be because he genuinely can't. He's not saying something. A few minutes pass with these two looking like they're about to tear each other apart.
While this ramp up back and forth is happening, I just want to be like, listen, if you can't tell us why, just tell us how long we're going to be in here.
That is to be determined. I am trying to figure out something that is going to appease all parties involved. Bear with me.
I can tell you what would appease me, and that would be not staying in here longer than a night.
I will take your request to the highest man around and make sure you are satisfied, sir.
You know I've done nothing wrong. Don't fuck with me.
He kind of like, as you say that, he kind of looks at Charles like, is he one of yours? Charles goes, he may as well be. See, Angus kind of, right, of course, before the sound of, dirt and mud being hurled at the front door almost knocks it off of its hinges. As Brigid has, with a simple flick of her finger, Brigid with a simple flick of her finger, a large clump of vines has scooped up as much mud and rocks as possible and hurled it right at the front door. And you can see Brigid.
She knocked.
She doesn't say, oh yeah, no, this is Brigid. Yeah, Gemina, you are aware, this is Brigid knocking politely.
Oh yeah.
And she is stood there, waiting for the door to open. After a few seconds, it opens. Angus walks out, and you can see the brief second of, oh, thank God, it's just Brigid. Oh fuck, it's Brigid. And you can see he walks over towards you, and Brigid, and Rascal. What is Rascal doing right now? Is he trying to look as intimidating as possible?
Yeah.
Terrifying visage of the girl with a bow taller than her. The terrifying nature lady and a big ass fucking griffin all standing there.
I like to think Rascal's very performative and like
chest puffed out, kind of standing there,
trying to look all like
regarding him in very much a way that like you see like the stereotypical like rich people do in fantasy, where they're like, oh, it's you, Angus. Funny seeing you here. But it's a big ass griffin.
Like proud and intimidating.
Yes, very proud. Yeah. Yes. Eagles are very proud creatures, and griffins.
I didn't even know Emma was there until you moved your head. It was so funny.
She does that all the time. So Angus walks out, notably with his hand already on the pommel of his sword, not in a threatening sort of a way, just in like a, I have my hand here. Maybe this is himself being like, okay, I have a sword. It's okay, I have a sword. It's okay, I have a sword. And he stands there and very quickly just says, yes? What do you need? What can I do for you this fine evening, Brigid? Lovely to see you. Gemina? Rascal? And you see Rascal kind of... No, that's beneath him.
Yeah.
Rascal is very proud.
Are you ready to explain yourself?
Yes, I figured that's what this was. come inside.
But of course.
And, says, wait.
Can Rascal come inside as well?
That was exactly what I was about to say. No. But there is some horse feed still in the trough if he's hungry. So, by all means, I guess. He says, wait, go upstairs. And you see him turn around real quick, and he's going to re-enter the room with you, Silas and Charles. Quickly reach behind the desk, grab the keys, and he's starting to unlock the cell with the both of you in it. He says,
would we have heard enough of this commotion from downstairs to know what was going on or recognize?
You would have heard a thud. He's back. Yeah, you probably would have heard with your passive perception. Yeah, I mean, and they're not trying to be quiet; they're trying to be intimidating. You would have heard the muffled voices, probably recognizing it. Definitely would have heard the ruffling of feathers and made the very easy assumption that a giant fuck-off griffin has entered the plane.
The griffin's with her.
Yeah, the griffin's here. That means that girl must be here.
Well, no, I didn't know they were associated until probably just now. When I heard her voice, I'd be like, oh, so the griffin's there.
That's true.
That's fair, yeah. But yes, Angus has re-entered.
It's that griffin that hangs around town.
Well, you passed us on the way to jail.
That is true.
Oh, yeah, I guess I would have seen it then.
But that'd be the only...
Yeah.
Angus has grabbed these keys and has unlocked the cell with Charles and Silas and has gestured for both of you to follow him. He's saying, look, you want information? This is the right fucking time to get information. You're lucky she came tonight, otherwise you would be spending the night down here. Come on. And you see Charles immediately stand up, walk out, and just kind of shoulder past Angus a bit. And walk past, and Angus just, you're a dick! And then gestures back to you, so I was, are you coming?
Not as confrontational. I give him a nod and just hurry past. I don't know why I'm being laid out so early, but I take it.
It was my one day off. And he follows you both outside and gestures for all of you to go to the upper floor of the Crownsguard garrison. You will make your way.
And he still has his full polished armor.
Oh yeah. He wears it with fucking pride, and also he was specifically requested, so it's more like it was his day off chilling in the garrison, and then all the commotion happened. He went fucking hell and quickly got dressed before getting out. So he takes you to the second floor of the Crownsguard garrison, opening up to a much more open sort of a space with a small table in the middle. Wooden furniture all around and a fireplace in the corner. Some drinks here and there. It's more like the living quarters of whoever isn't actively on shift right now. And he invites all of you inside to sit down. How do you all choose to take your seats? Do you wish to sit? Are you going to stand? Angus has situated himself kind of with his back towards the fireplace, sat down on a relatively low seat. And he's just sat there waiting for you all to get situated in the room.
Sure, I guess.
Are you going to
just
lean against the wall like the one Elden Ring NPC?
No, kind of was what I was going for. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, fair.
I was gonna ask, is there a post or something I could lean against?
There's a couple supporting posts there.
Yeah.
Easy. All of you have taken your main character poses in the main menu when it's the character select screen. And Angus kind of fully expecting at least some of you to sit down. Charles is just stood in front of him with his arms crossed. Brigid does take a seat, choosing to just sit cross-legged on the floor next to Angus, just looking at him a little too close. And you, Gemina, know...
what the fuck?
Yeah, you Gemina know that it's typical for Brigid. She likes to make people, especially these people, uncomfortable. And you can see Angus as he sat there watching you all, just like, right, okay, yep, thanks, big man. And he just kind of moves to the side a little bit once Brigid gets situated next to him. Says, look, I warned you, big man, that one day you're gonna punch the wrong fucking person. And that person's gonna have ties, and they're gonna have some kind of information either against you or what. You punched the wrong fucking person is the main point. I understand these were shepherds today. All of you can attest that none of you started this fight, yes? And he kind of looks between all of you, like waiting for an answer.
I mean, yeah, we just nod. He knows what's up. It's not like he's really... It's more rhetorical.
I just have to make sure. That's good. Unfortunately, one of the people involved in today's scrap is a bit more important than the others. And it appears that you scared the fuck out of him, to the point that he feels that he needs to flee and return home to Daddy.
Home where?
He's returning... Pulling out my notes, one sec. Where is it? Hold on. He is returning to Onderon, capital city.
Oh, shit.
And yeah, all of you know this is the capital city of the Empire. This is where the heart of the crown sits.
This isn't some rich countryside guy.
Yeah, this is like New York City, basically.
Yeah.
He is returning home. He is returning home to tell his father about his experiences here. He's already sent forth a letter. Well, not much of a letter, more so one of those stones or something. I'm not too well versed in magic, but he seemed to have gotten the message to his father much faster than we could have fucking imagined. You all are in some deep shit. You especially, big man. And at the mention of Onderon, you can see Charles kind of stiffens up a bit and seems a little more guarded. Gemina, you can give me an insight check if you want to see why he might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I know Charles well enough to know.
No,
exactly
you definitely don't. This is just yeah.
24.
Oh shit.
24, fucking hell. Alright, I am DMing you.
That's the second 24 of the day.
I know.
I've rolled, like, besides the dice I used my skill on, I've not rolled above 5.
Yeah.
I've DM'd you why he might be acting like that.
I see that.
Good.
I was wondering about that.
So, while you lot were running around and that red-haired one was making his way through the forest, I assume he got away, right? None of you have seen him, yes?
Perception check.
Yeah. He's asking each of you if you have seen the red-haired one, the elf that jumped out the window.
I nod in
raise my eyebrows
to
at him. Like,
none of us have seen
you really
them.
think I could have seen him? I've been a cell. It's like, I don't actually say that.
Yeah, no.
Really?
He's mainly looking. He's mainly looking at Brigadin and Gemina for this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say? Sorry.
But yeah, I nod in response to none of us
have seen him.
Have seen them.
Yeah. I think at this point he doesn't even care that much. He says, "Well, if you do happen to see him, and I will be going to visit that Quincy fella, since he was technically involved and he was listed by name, apparently."
Quincy just sneezes somewhere, like...
Yeah, he will talk about it.
He just wakes up. Oh. Probably nothing.
This... As he kind of leans back a little bit, taking a sip of just water from like his tank and puts it down and says, "The man that you all pissed off has his connections, and he was calling for all of you to be hung. And he made enough of a threat and mentioned a few different names that I don't fully understand, but to err on the side of caution, it's best to be believed that he might actually be able to make that happen. Thankfully, he seems to be a reasonable man. After I threatened with hanging him, since he was also at this crime scene, and enough people are there to testify that, well, his father won't be happy that he's there too. Thankfully, what we had to do was arrest a few people. And I am sorry," and he tilts his head towards the two of you who were in handcuffs, "but it seems that you were the only people that were actually there on site, I suppose. And, well, you were armed to the fucking teeth." And gestures to you, Silas. "Most people carry a dagger, or maybe like a wood cutting axe or something. But you've got what? Sword, dagger,
2 daggers, a short
crossbow,
sword, and a crossbow.
2 daggers, yeah. Fuck me. I don't even know what."
I truly did. Sorry.
No, what you said?
No, go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
I truly did not expect the high society intrigue plot in this small town.
Oh no.
That's why as soon as you said Andorite, I was suddenly like, oh shit.
Yeah,
okay,
it's not going down
anymore.
Trust me.
I'm just kidding.
No.
All I've written in my notes is, we apparently pissed off a man in high places. Wesley cried to daddy.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's a TLDR of it. Yeah.
Okay. Better than a hanging, I suppose.
Right. Now, thankfully this dickhead has departed for Onderon, so he won't be around anymore, so there's no need for any of you to actually stay in your cells. But he's made some threats of there being informants or people stopping by to check on our progress of this place. You see, we are here to uphold the peace, and these Iron Shepherds are fucking us over. There's far too many of them, they outnumber us 4-1. So, and you can see kind of like shakily pours more water for each of you in like these tankards around the table, and then just like, I'm going to do something I haven't done in my 43 years of living. I'm going to ask for your help. And as soon as you see that, Brigid starts kind of quietly sort of chuckling under her breath a little bit. Charles has let out a fuck yourself. Why in the fuck should we help you? He says, look, you don't like these Iron Shepherd bastards as much as I do. Right? Both of you. And he looks at Charles and Brigid. Says, but
you mean any more than I do?
Know. Pardon?
Do you mean any more than I do? You said as much as I do.
Yeah, any more. Sorry, might be.
Okay.
So, the way I see it is that we have been informed that someone higher ranking within the Crownsguard is going to be making an inspection in here, and at any point over the next couple of weeks. They wish to see our progress. They wish to see if we've handled these people who attacked Wesley. So I come to you with an offer. We want to make a show of force. We want these Iron Shepherds to be scared of us. We want these Iron Shepherds to not try and fuck with every single one of us that they see. So, instead of being imprisoned until this inspector gets here, for you two, we would like to use your services as scary motherfuckers. Maybe do a few jobs for us, under the guise of good old Captain Angus McEwen scared the shit out of you, and instead of being the merciless tyrant that he is, he showed some grace, and he showed some mercy. I want you to work with us. There's a couple of things that have happened around here that would be nice to see extra hands on board. So, let me read this here. Sorry. Yeah. He kind of turns to Charles and kind of goes, so, you, big man, being the top dog around here, if there's a leash around your neck and I'm the one holding it, well, no one's gonna want to bother with the person that's holding that leash, now are they? And at the mention of this, you see Charles look very much ready to punch this dude in the face as soon as he even suggests that. Like, full, like, saying that, like, arms flexing with how much he's trying to not deck this dude at the mention of that. There's... I'm gonna forget you said that, but go on. Yes, it says, now, thankfully, the only two people that were mentioned, and were, well, there for certain, were the two people that were arrested in handcuffs. But enough eyewitnesses saw your public display in the street, and Gemina, we have training arrows, ones that are intended to stun, as opposed to actually take a man's hand off, but maybe you should invest in some of those, because... Look, that inspector comes looking, he's gonna be looking for someone with a big fucking bow, and you're the only one around here with a bow like that. So when he shows up, you're pretty much fucked.
green arrow, like arrows would have like a giant like boxing glove on the end.
Yeah.
I fired
even though you weren't
stabs.
arrested, basically.
And that Quincy fella down in the tavern, he was listed by name. He was listed by name, and I'll be making a visit to him in the morning with the same plea. Because as far as the rest of the Crownsguard sees it, you should all be in handcuffs, effectively awaiting your execution. I don't know who this Wesley dickhead is, but I really, truly do not want to see you, and yeah, even you, and looks up at Charles, hung as a public display. So, if you agree to do a few simple jobs around here, you'll be paid, under the table of course. We can't have anyone else knowing that we're paying our prisoners to do some jobs for us. And maybe we can work something out. Maybe, you said, why are you here again? I overheard you telling Charles that you were here because, you had business in the area? I'm sure you might need some information. I mean, we do have scouts in the area. If you maybe want to work a little bit closer with us, I'm sure we can provide some valuable information on whatever it is you're looking for so you can be on your fucking way.
Yeah, anything that helps. But, even if you give us this work and let us out, I'm not telling him that story of you scaring us into it.
That's kind of part of the deal. We want these Iron Shepherds to be scared. Because the second that they realize there's more of them than there are of us, we don't stand a fucking chance. I don't care how strong you are, big man, or how scary you are. I don't think you can take out the hundreds of them that are around here. We've got more reports coming from the day that more camps have been set up, and they all seem to be congregating around this area. We aren't sure why yet, but they all seem to be waiting for something. And if we can't make them leave, we may as well try and coexist with these people. Hopefully, without blades at our throats. But if it comes to that, then it comes to that. So, your choice, really. I can send you both back down to the cell, and you can spend the days there until this inspector shows up, where you'll be publicly hung for your crimes and for fucking with this Wesley fella. Or you can do a few jobs for me. Earn your keep, and then when this inspector comes, I'll show how well behaved you all are. And I will compensate you for your time, however that may be. That red-haired fella too, if any of you see him, please, tell him that running is only going to make it worse. Because right now there's enough men out there on an active manhunt that if he's found, they're probably not going to ask nicely. They're probably just going to try and shoot him on the spot. So, thoughts, opinions, questions, queries?
Is he to turn himself in, or should we give him the same message you just gave us?
Give him the same message that I gave you, but he should still make an effort to show his face. We didn't exactly leave on the nicest of terms, and I am quite fond of good goodbyes.
He's Scottish, not Irish.
Fuck you, the Irish goodbye. Yes. You, little scary man. If you don't want to pass on this message, don't pass on this fucking message. All you have to do is simply say that you work for Angus, that you work for the Crown. Yeah? Can you do that at least?
Better than an execution.
That's fuck. You see, that's exactly what I was thinking. Good to see you're smart. Big man. What say you? And Charles is like, it's like the air around him is warmer because he's that furious with this turn of events. He is looking towards Brigid and looking towards you, Gemina, to see what your expressions are. Brigid is very much just kind of like, you should probably hear him out, kind of an expression. What's your expression as Charles looks to you? What are you thinking or feeling with all this?
Probably similar, just kind of thoughtful.
Brigid would actually speak up at this point and kind of put a hand in front of Angus to like stop him from talking, and kind of turn to look up at Charles and just kind of go, Chucky, you know that he wouldn't do this unless he truly believed this is the right course of action. We did say that there would be a truce between us. I called off my swarms from their living areas. You agreed to actually let them be served, and he agreed to stay out of our hair. For the most part, he's done that. We agreed to help each other. He's making an earnest plea to try and help, get some help from us. You do want to help people, don't you, Chuck? And upon hearing those words, those sweet honeyed words from Brigid, the anger has subsided a little bit, and it's been replaced with very much like a dog with its tail tucked between its legs, kind of like, all right, what do you need from me? He's like, oh, you big man, I need you to parade around town and say just how great I am. Just how strong I am, how scared you are of me. And you see the anger very quickly welling back up. For I'm just fucking with you. Look, you see more of those Iron Shepherds. Tell them that the Crownsguard mean business. Make it apparent that we are not to be fucked with. They're scared of you. And if you're scared of us, they'll be scared of us. That's the main point. Capiche? He kind of goes, I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but I'm not fucking happy about it. What kind of shit? You're not gonna have me doing bitch work, are you? He said, oh, Chucky, my boy. That's exactly what you're gonna be doing for a little bit. He's like, I will rip your fucking head off, Angus. He says, well, I'd like to see you try. But come on. You have to admit it's better than a fucking execution. Charles reluctantly now takes a seat, grabbing 2 tankards of water, sculling the first one, putting it back down, and then sipping from the other one. I appreciate you all hearing me out. Do you have any other questions? For now, you are to go back to wherever you're situated. Stay in the rooms that you're in. You have a room at the Maiden, right, Silas?
A room is a strong way of putting it, but I suppose.
Right, okay. You all have a place to sleep is the main point there. If you're heading back to the Maiden, actually, could you pass this message along to Quincy that he should visit me in the morning, and we'll have a much more civilized conversation. And
is
seriously,
Charles not coming with me?
That's a good question. He's kind of looking at Charles like, what do I do with you, big man? Yes, of course he'll be coming with you. As long as he swears that... No. Charles, you'll be allowed to go. If you let me punch you in the face so that you leave here with a bloodied lip. So that whoever sees you as you're walking past knows that you got decked.
Such a cunt.
AC Charles, go. Only if you let me give you one back. Just, I guess a mutual tussle where I came out on top seems a little bit better than a merciless beating. Alright. Brigid, what about you? And she goes, you want to punch me? No. What are your thoughts? She said, I think you're an idiot, Angus. And I think you arrested people that you shouldn't have arrested. And I think you've dug yourself into a hole of shit, and now you're trying to use us to dig yourself out. But it does beat an execution. So, whatever you need. What do you need from me? She says, from you, you scary witch, nothing. This was mainly just to... I know that you and Charles are close, and I know that if he ran back to you and said anything about how he was mistreated, that I was probably going to find thorns in my ass for the rest of my life. So, I just kind of wanted to get your blessing. And she goes, you have my blessing then. Not that you need it. Come on. And Brigid will stand up and start to leave and gesture for Gemina to follow. Say, look, I'll be in touch. There'll be a few odd jobs around town that you can do for me. And then after that, there's a couple more serious things. But I need to make sure that you are all reliable. Because some of you are very unreliable and prone to violent outbursts. Isn't that right? Staring up at Chuck. Charles. He goes, yeah, very prone. Almost on a hair trigger, you would say. That's right. Well, fair enough. Please, get the fuck out of my building. Go back to your homes. Come to me tomorrow. Look, I'm not gonna force you. If you truly think you'd rather take your chances of trying to bust out of here, or face the fucking executioner, you're more than welcome to. I just figured I'd offer you a helping hand. Good night. And you see he stands up, grabs the rest of the tankards, and throws them lackadaisically, I don't know why I keep using that word, throws them into the kitchen with no real care, and starts to walk upstairs, not really caring what you guys do. What do you guys want to do?
Do we get our stuff back?
Yeah, you have your stuff back, yeah.
Essentially just free with like this.
Pretty much. You've been told that you are free to go. Okay. He will be in touch, you are free to go.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you choose to do? Each of you. Brigid and Charles are looking very much done with the night. Brigid is looking like she wishes to go.
We're all leaving at the same time then, we've all been like...
Pretty much. He's pretty much dismissed all of you at this point.
Right.
He will very quickly run back down the stairs. Angus will, sorry. He'll run back down the stairs. He'll go, oh, almost forgot! And he's gonna make a swing at Charles.
Oh, okay.
As part of the deal. And...
He's a restroom beer back.
Yeah, good. It connects.
Not gonna roll any dice for them hitting each other?
Fuck no, not really. It connects, it blindsides Charles, and he has got very much a swollen lip now, and it is bleeding a bit. Before he kind of looks at Angus and goes, "You've gotten stronger," and punches him also in the mouth. Except Charles is a bit of a dick and is very angry here, so he's aimed for the bridge of his nose. So instead of getting a shiner and a bit of a bloodied lip, Angus is now sitting there, not so much crying in pain, but still very much like, and you can see his nose is crooked and bleeding. He goes, "That's on me. I didn't say anything was off limits. Oh, fuck. Fuck you. See you in the morning." And he stands up and kind of, holding the bloodied nose, walks away. The rest of you are free to leave, to talk, to do whatever you wish, but, yeah. To avoid staying in the cell tonight and to avoid any further persecution by the Crownsguard, essentially, you're all gonna be their bitches for a little bit. Or, by all means, take your chances, run, see what happens.
How readily are Gemini and Brigid like going back to where they came from? Are they
Brigid looks ready to go.
Walking as a group first, or
Brigid looks ready to go.
Rushed off to go down to the path to the left?
What are you talking about? Like where Brigid looks like she wants to go home.
We're all leaving, right? So like, we're going to tavern. Like,
we're leaving the room at this point.
Yeah, you've left the room. Right. You've gone down to like the outside sort of area.
Shake my head, turn to leave.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Brigid looks like she's ready to just go home. She doesn't seem to be making any efforts to actually go towards the tavern or anything like that. She's mainly just fixated on it's been a long fucking day. Gemma's gotten into some shit. So yeah, what do you guys wish to do with the rest of the evening? Anything else you want to play out, or are you heading back to your rooms and then we continue with the next day?
I turn to Gemina and I say, listen, I don't know much about you. I know you're local. I know you're with this, I know you're with the big bird that I heard outside. And all I know is I know you've helped us. And you. And I like turn to Brigid. It's like, so, thank you.
It's rare that a traveler comes through here with manners. You're welcome.
You were quite helpful earlier, so thank you.
Yeah, I'm just looking out for people who have the same interests as my own. And if that's to not cause any trouble, then...
Fair enough.
That's enough.
I'm going to bed. It's been a long day. And I'm very tired. Good night. It's lovely meeting you. Hopefully we can...
He's gonna cuddle up with Quincy.
Hopefully we can meet... Charles goes in the bed and there's Quincy there.
Wait, is he using the master bedroom?
Yeah, what is
of course. I would have to expect Charles like comes in and... Well, first off, he would trigger the alarm.
Oh, true.
We will get to that. I did remember that.
It's the meme. It's the meme of Charles gets in bed. It's like, oh, the eyes are closed, and also just the eyes shoot open, and it's just here. Hey, boss.
Hey, boss. All right.
Who's messaged me? That's Cal. Never mind. Yes. So, Brigid is heading back up to her hut. Gemini, if you choose to follow her, you can do whatever you wish with the night, but she's kind of very content with just leaving you to your own devices and heading back to bed. Charles is kind of nursing his lip a little bit, kind of just like, damn, he really has gotten stronger. And then walks back towards the tavern with Silas in tow.
Yeah. I know I made assumptions earlier, but I'm still good for that room, yeah?
Oh, of course. You can have... Look, I'll kick out some drunk. They probably forgot that they paid anyway. You can have one of their rooms.
You sure?
Of course. That place would be up in flames if it weren't for you. Least I can do is give you a good fucking room instead of that closet that Quincy insists on staying in. By the way, I have offered him a room multiple times. I'm just saying, it's not my fault that he's in there. He likes that room.
Oh, no. Trust me, I can tell the sort, dude.
Yeah, alright, good. I just don't want you to think that I'm the type of person to keep, friends and employees in a fucking broom closet.
Listen, if you're secretly a labor inspector, I swear to God.
He gets paid fair wages.
Looks like a labor inspector to you.
He gets paid fair wages, I promise.
It's like, I have it in writing. He wants at least 3 days of court a day. It's super weird.
He's entitled to a 5% annual raise.
Yep, he's got a super. He's
got a retirement fund. But yes. So unless there is anything else that you wish that either of you or any of you wish to play out for the night, we will end the night there.
Seems alright. I guess we'll just go to Quincy's alarm.
Yeah.
There was one thing.
Oh,
yeah.
While Charles and Quincy are walking back to the inn.
No, Charles and Silas.
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to cast Prestidigitation.
Yep.
To clean the shoes that were vomited on.
Oh,
that
yes.
Charles is wearing.
That's true. They would still be kind of covered and mudded at this point, yeah. Charles kind of...
They're nice and clean at this point.
Yeah. Charles kind of still nursing his lip a little bit, kind of looks at you and just gives you a thankful nod, doesn't say anything, and continues back to back to the maiden. As he opens the door and walks through, Quincy, the alarm spell that you set earlier in the day has been tripped, and someone is downstairs.
So does that just alert him, or does it actually do like a alarm?
So I have the choice.
Yeah, it's up to the caster. So he could set it up so that Charles breaks like wherever the line is, and then it goes bring in a sound that everyone can hear, or he gets a telepathic thing saying, "Oh shit, someone just crossed this barrier."
Right.
I'm
assuming you chose the latter.
Yeah. Which one did you choose, Nat?
The mental alarm. Quiet.
Mental alarm? Yeah. So then, yes, you are woken awake in bed as it appears that someone has tripped your alarm. It is the dead of night. By this point, it's like the early hours of the morning, maybe 1, 2 a.m.
Alright. I just gotta deal with him now. Alright, who's...
Easy, big fella. Thanks. It's quite the reception. Good to see that you were keeping security in check around here. Thanks. We're free.
Well, do I have to? He looks back at the bed. It's so comfortable.
You helped me a lot today. You have earned that bed. I have some things that I want to take care of. I'll probably be up for a couple more hours anyway.
Charles looks inside the room and sees all of Quincy's stuff has been
Quincy's already unpacked
he's
everything.
Fully moved in. Yeah.
As a mark of thanks, Quincy
what about the desk?
cast healing word on Charles.
Yeah.
Using his pact magic.
The lip heals.
Wasn't that supposed to be a message?
So the lip heals, and before Charles could say anything and elaborate as to why he just showed up with a bloody lip and that it's probably best to leave it, it gets healed up again, and he goes, "No, quit." Shit.
Oh, whoops! I can fix it.
Do you do it? Do you do it fast enough? You absolutely can.
That'd be so good. Just give another beating of the.
That's a 50.
It'd be funnier if it hurt more than what
dirty 20 hits. Yeah.
A dirty 20?
It's just shillelagh. It's just shillelagh.
Yeah. Charles is pretty tanky. He's pretty hefty.
Boom!
Yeah. But imagine it is obviously more
than 1 point of damage. 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage. In within like a few seconds, it goes. The healing magic gets applied. Charles says, "Oh no, wait, I need that too." Oh man! And a shillelagh club clocks him in the jaw. On the other side of the mouth, a bigger welt has formed on his lip, and more blood comes out. And he goes, fuck! Damn! Fuck, you got me good.
Funnily
enough, that guy
works
good.
in the action economy because bonus action then action.
Yeah. Damn. People gotta stop fucking hitting me in the face. Fuck. Go to bed before I change my mind.
Yes, sir. And he just leaves the room. Doesn't even.
Yeah. Just, oh wait. Shit. We'll talk in the morning. We have a message from Angus for you. You might be wanted for your execution. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Only Quincy can hear that and just happily go to bed.
Only Charles is dumb enough to present it that way too.
I mean, I'm right there.
He
next
says
to
the
Charles,
darndest things.
Yeah.
Does Quincy assume I'm getting like the room back, or like how does that interact?
Oh yeah, he sees you as he walks out and goes, "Oh hey, Silas, yeah, you got my room. I got."
Oh no, trust me. Arrangements have been made. You can keep your closet. Sorry, it's all good. It's been sorted. But I appreciate your hospitality.
Our friend here played a vital part in making sure this place didn't go up in cinders tonight, so I figured the best thing that we can do as members of hospitality is give him a proper room. Not saying that your room isn't proper, it's very nice for you, but I think...
It fits me.
Exactly, it fits you. Sure you don't want a bigger room? I'm like self-conscious about it now. Alright, fair enough.
Just almost wants to get me, making sure he like knows that he's asking.
Yeah. Like, are you sure you don't want a bigger room? The goes to Silas, like, see, look, I offer him and he doesn't want it.
Yeah.
And Quincy's just, I like it. Small, compact.
Yeah, alright.
Exactly what I need.
Fair enough. Well, good night, Quincy. Thank you for having a good eye over this place. But yeah, we'll talk in the morning.
All right. Good night. Quincy's going to think, all right, Penelope, come back in.
Yeah.
Charles is back. Also, why did you warn me Charles coming back?
You hear telepathic snores for a brief second as she has inevitably fallen asleep on her patrol before kind of... Sorry, Quincy, I'll come back. Charles was coming, by the way. And then flies back in.
Come on back in.
Into the smash through window. And then, you know exactly where she is, I think.
We would then just go into the room, close the door, and I fluff up her sleeping area.
Yeah.
Before resuming pseudo-paralysis.
Quincy sleeps stiff as a board.
Pseudo-paralysis?
As a feather stiff as a board.
Kalir, you've heard a little bit. Are you asleep at this point? Are you up anxiously? What are you doing? Trying to figure out how much.
Where is Kalir, actually?
In my room.
Oh,
I am going to I err on the side of keeping watch for several hours after this, and then maybe getting the meditation that I need just very shortly before dawn.
Yep.
So there's a chance that I would still be up by this point.
Yeah, no,
that's the point. Would Quincy have told Charles and Silas that Kalia is here? Because realistically,
come to conversation.
That's a fair point. I don't think they would have realized that Kalia would have come back yet. Yeah, that's fair.
Doesn't mention it.
Yeah, if he doesn't mention it, then I don't think they would. They would probably then
I mean, he was asleep. Like slipped his mind. Whatever.
Also, they wouldn't know that he's there, so they wouldn't think to like pursue him or ask him anything. So.
Yeah.
But no, I was just wondering how much of like the noise downstairs you would have heard, Kalia. Did you fall asleep just then?
What?
It looked like you were
just looking down.
Okay, you're looking down.
I was looking at
it looked like you just were just sitting there because I couldn't see your hands. Looks like you just went. Just close your eyes. Like, damn, didn't realize it was that
I am very wide awake. I suppose so. So like, I'm would have heard the commotion, but I'm still staying in the room and just kind of being attentive.
Okay, easy enough. Then if anyone else, unless anyone else has any other things they wish to do, we will jump.
Quincy, before he would go fully onto bed, would then cast alarm specifically on his room.
Yep. Easy enough. I will remember that.
Ritual cast.
Is this just like a bedtime ritual for him?
Yeah.
when you have Alarm, it becomes second nature to always ritually cast it.
Is it a cantrip?
It is actually a spell, but I have the ritual caster. So there are some spells with the ritual tag.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the normal casting time of like a minute, an action, what have you. But then there's the ritual tag, which takes 10 minutes to cast, but it does not expend a spell slot. Alarm is a first level spell, so is Sensor's Floating Disc, by the way.
Essentially, like outside of combat, you get it for free.
Basically, yeah. Within reason.
Very cool.
Okay.
Sure.
With that then, and the people that are in the Maiden settling in for the night, we will jump back over to Brigid and Gemina and Rascal as they are walking back up. The walk back is pretty quiet.
Except for me muttering.
Yeah.
Training arrows.
You have to admit it was kind of funny. Was he not lying then? I assumed he was just exaggerating. Did you almost take a man's hand off?
Temporarily. He was healed immediately afterwards.
Nice. Did he deserve it?
Oh, yes.
Good.
Did you almost take a man's hand off? He got better.
Against my better judgment, there's a big pot of hot chocolate sitting on the stovetop for you when we get inside. And
really?
As well as a couple of
chocolate.
As well as a couple of hares that were in the snares around the forest for Rascal as well. Everyone seems to have had a rough night.
Oh, those kind of hares.
Yes, hares is in rabbits. Yes, I seasoned the hot chocolate with some of my own hairs.
That's what I thought you said. I was like, what the fuck?
Druid magic, you wouldn't understand.
Like restoration properties?
Brigid is just All Might. She just walks over with hair and goes, "Here, eat this."
Oh, that sounds divine.
Good.
Thank you.
Of course. Let's head to bed. And Brigid will head inside. You'll both bed down for the night. After your hot chocolate and various rabbits, of course. Rascal has taken his nest up top. And sleep comes, to everyone relatively as restless as you feel your characters would be after the day they've just had.
Craft some more arrows first.
Yeah, easy enough. I don't think you even broke any arrows for the day. I'm pretty sure you found enough of them and got them all back. Yeah.
No, I'm just
might want to clean one though.
Yeah, definitely might want to clean. Yeah, wipe the fingerprints off one and make sure can't be tried in court.
Yeah.
So yeah, unless
easily done. Yeah. Prestidigitation.
Yeah, easy enough. Wow, prestidigitation would make for a great criminal. You could literally clean your prints off of anything.
Wow.
That's kind of crazy, actually.
Wait, why is fingerprints too? I didn't even think about that.
It completely cleans a small, object or area. Like, if you're dirty, you could tap yourself, go prestidigitation, and then have your clothes be, freshly laundered. But yes. Sleep comes...
Is that a cantrip or...?
Cantrip, yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I know, right? It's got other properties, too.
Sleep comes a few hours into the night. Gemina. With your passive perception and how terribly these people have rolled, you can hear some rustling outside your window.
Oh shit!
Twigs breaking, muttered voices. You don't recognize these voices, but you are able to identify that these are just, a group of men sniffing around outside.
Is the one combat that's going to happen this session going to be her by herself?
How can I forget if I asked this before, but how far away do I need to be to communicate with Rascal?
And would Rascal not notice us?
I think it's...
If it's find familiar, it's 100 feet.
Yeah, 100 feet. Well, it's not so much find familiar. I don't think a griffin is a familiar. This is more of a beast.
It's ranger companion. Yeah.
Ranger companion.
We've kind of judged it based on, because it doesn't actually say. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have an actual defined distance that you can be at. It's just whatever's a reasonable enough command to give that it could reasonably.
He's fairly close by though, right?
So from your room to the way he is in the tree, I'd say is about 60 feet, if that. It's not too far away.
If you did like a whistle, you hear it.
Message on Griffin.
I was wondering that as well.
Yeah, you could.
And I cast message.
You definitely could, yeah.
Would I need to cast Speak with Animals first, or is it irrelevant for my Griffin specifically?
It's kind of irrelevant for your Griffin specifically because you've given you can't have a conversation with him, but like if you have command words like wake up, attack, heal, to me, those kind of things that he's recognized.
Yeah, but I can't get intel from him. I can just give him commands, right?
You can just give him commands, yeah.
You could message and be like, "Here, boy."
You would pretty much, yeah. You would have to cast Speak with Animals first, and then message. But also, yeah, no, you would have done that in the past. Yeah, the Griffin would have realized how that works.
Just trying to understand: is the basis for the Elloxian Ranger the Beastmaster subclass?
Not. So for this specifically, yes, it's the Beastmaster subclass.
Yeah.
But it's
nothing says there's a psychic link, but that could.
Yeah, there's no psychic link. There's no psychic link, but it also doesn't say that there's like a range or anything on it. So yeah, just go.
It doesn't say a range, but just with a reason.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you can't like be across the city from someone and go ah, and then expect him to hear. But from where you are, you don't have any issue. If you wanted to shout a command, but if you wanted to do a bit more stealthy and use message, that'd work too.
She looks out the window and sees all the guys outside, and they're all look like Quincy.
All of her nightmares is just everyone looks like Quincy.
What an interesting subplot that would be if it was just like
yeah, it never goes anywhere. It's just for whatever reason.
It's always in the middle of the night, which she can't explain it to anyone, so it could just be a dream. It could just
yeah. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Ellie?
Sorry.
So yes, there's a group of, you don't know how many, but you can tell that there are multiple voices coming from outside. Your room itself, Brigade's hut is actually up on stilts a bit, so...
Can I see them from the window?
Yeah, peeking out, you can see, give me a perception check, actually.
Yeah.
Brigade's hut does count as favorite terrain. Specifically Brigade's hut, because of the...
Nice.
It is basically a living tree with mud and flowers
That's true.
And vines everywhere.
Yeah.
This is as close to a forest as a house can get.
Yeah. It would count for sure. I can see that. That is a 19.
19, yeah. So you can make out off of the moonlight glinting off of pieces of various metal armor or swords that have been drawn, or more terrifyingly, I guess, is a line of about 3 people with bows drawn, aiming up at the tree. And you can see the moonlight reflecting off of the metal arrow tips, as 3 of them seem to be aiming up at the tree.
Yeah. Okay, upon seeing that, I would like to command my griffin to get down.
Yeah. So your griffin is asleep. Are you doing the telepath, message in its mind? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Startling awake, Rascal kind of, shakes the trees a bit, and that movement is enough to trigger 2 of them to let their arrows fly, being a little bit less disciplined with them. So, I'm going to make some attack rolls. You do have the stats of your griffin there.
Okay.
Alright.
Yes.
We're not going to go into initiative for this. Wow, 2 14s on the dice. That's 2 17s.
Ooh.
How far is this from the tavern? Arrows flying is pretty loud.
Arrows flying? No, arrows are pretty silent.
Well, no, but when you shoot a bow, it's reasonably...
17 to hit.
They both hit.
Either way, the tavern is about 200-ish feet away. It wouldn't be... These guys are trying
also
to...
Yeah.
No,
I'm just asking, is it, less than 100? But, no. Yeah.
Do 2 17s hit?
Yes.
Okay. That is 4 damage and 8 damage. So 12 damage all up to your griffin, as 2 arrows sink into its hindquarters. The third person does not fire yet, but the people that were sneaking around have very much changed tactics at hearing this griffin shake, screech out in pain. And they have, you know what? Do you think it would, upon like almost a reflex, use its shrieking cry ability?
I was wondering, piercing cry.
Piercing cry, that's what it is, yeah. So what does that do again?
I think they have to roll.
Yep.
Let's see. Wisdom save. DC
save.
12. Yeah, okay. Piercing cry.
Okay.
Every enemy within 60 feet.
Nope.
Or else they're frightened.
This is all of them. Nope. Yep. No.
So what do the no's and yeses mean?
Yes. So
whether or not they save.
Yeah, so 4 of them have failed. Two of them have succeeded. So we'll say that the 2 that fired their bows initially, upon hitting this griffin and hearing that screech, have then kind of realized, nope, not doing this, picked off way more than we can chew here, and have immediately dropped their bows and have begun running off into the forest. 2, one that had a torch out and a short sword in his hand, done the exact same thing, and another person that seemed to have a crossbow aimed at him has also sprinted off into the forest, leaving just one person with a sword and a torch in his hand, and another with a bow still pointed at the griffin. You've issued the command for the griffin to wake up and get down. At this point...
Does that count as a bonus action, or is...
Yeah, bonus action.
Yeah.
Where you are, you could take a shot at them, honestly. From where you are. If your bow is nearby and you think you would be able to reach it in time.
I mean, yeah, it would be nearby.
Yeah.
And, upon hearing sounds, I would definitely...
the window is big enough for you to shoot out of, so if you would like to, there is currently one person that still has a bow drawn aimed at Rascal.
Yeah. I'm aiming for that one.
Okay. And then, by all means, roll to hit.
Let's... For the bow? Okay, yeah, dirty 20 to hit.
Okay, well that...
Dirty 20 definitely hits. Roll damage with that. You're good?
I was just trying to decide whether to use overdraw or not.
We've already used your bonus action to...
Oh, that's true, I can't. Never mind.
So it's just a d12 plus 3, I believe?
That's correct. That's 8.
8 points of damage. The one with the bow being drawn, you've aimed for center mass, and fortunately for him, his hand is right in the way, and you just got a thing about taking people's hands off tonight, it seems. Because the arrow sinks into his hand, and then pins his own hand to his chest as it sinks further, and as he's kind of standing there holding himself, looking back at the hut, going, "Shit! Run!" and takes off into the forest. The last person standing there, the last person that made the save and the only one left. Gonna roll real quick for this.
They call her the Reaper's handmaiden.
He does not make it. Turns on his heel to sprint. Pardon?
No, Bumbler said something. I was trying to figure out which character he was talking about.
The last one turns on his heel to sprint further into the forest, and he gets about 5 feet away from the edge of the swamp water before one of the vines that seems to be acting as almost like a railing reaches out and wraps around his torso and pulls him back in under the water. And he does not come back up.
Oh.
He does not come back up. A few minutes pass, he still does not come back up. The plants around the tree and the leaves of the tree seem to almost be a little more revitalized, a little greener, a little more lush. You understand that this is Brigade's defense mechanism against intruders. And, well, this person's life force has been put to better use. The griffin, however, is still screeching in pain. It has half flown down onto the ground. Brigade has awoken, rushed out to see what has happened. I imagine you've run out with Brigade as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I cast Speak of Animals?
You did.
What? It's my
It is your griffin. That's fair.
Animal companion.
I have not thought at all about the voice of this fucking griffin.
You can't speak with animals, and your griffin is just now. Oh!
yeah. The slight like kind of screeches of an animal in pain have turned into ow! Yeah, they got me. Oh, I'm wounded.
Oh, I am hurt. I am very much hurt.
Yeah. However, upon seeing you and Brigid come rushing outside, Rascal immediately calms down, and kind of, where are they? Where are they? Did you get him? I hope you got him. Please tell me you got him. I'll get him if you didn't. Before Brigid kind of, whoa, easy. You're okay. And puts her hands on, Rascal. And is immediately starting to apply a healing salve to around this area, before kind of looking at you and going, you distract him for a moment, please? This is going to be dangerous.
How would I distract him?
However you want, strike up a conversation.
I don't know.
Prestidigitation. Hey, do you want a rabbit?
Actually, yeah. I would use prestidigitation.
Yeah. Just some kind of, like, jingling keys in front of this griffin, basically.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, as soon as you've done that, Brigid has wrapped a hand around both of the arrows still embedded in the side and has wrenched them out, leading to another piercing cry from your griffin. So anyone that was still in the area, is doubly frightened, we'll say. And the people inside the tavern do hear this cry. They do not get the effect or anything from it. But whether you choose to wake up or not, that's entirely up to you. But at two different points in the night...
Will that disturb a long rest? Or...
No, it won't disturb a long rest, no.
Okay.
At two different points during the night, you can hear that griffin, and you know, it doesn't take a lot to piece together that a giant eagle screech is probably from the griffin up the road. This griffin has cried out in pain.
Rascal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I've seen the griffin for a day. I would understand that it was like that those noises. It's like it hurt.
Yeah.
Or it's in some kind of confrontation. I guess I gotta like leave and I'll try and see what's up.
Oh, you want to like leave the actual tavern and see what's up?
Yeah, I mean, like,
you
just talking about the whole Iron Shepherds and everything.
Fair, that's fair.
What would Kalia do?
That's fair. Yeah. What about you, Kalia? Anything you wish to do? Hearing these eagle screeches.
I heard this. I mean, I guess.
It was loud. Yeah.
From where Brigid's hut is, it's like standing on top of a hill and shouting into an open field. It's very
in the middle of the night.
Griffin
in the middle of the
night. So
night,
this will reach like basically all agreed.
Piercing cry, piercing the night.
Yeah, I think I would be curious enough to try and stay apprised of what is going on in this town.
Yeah.
Enough to slink out. Yeah.
Yeah. I will say that upon stepping out, you can see that the closest.
Do I like run into Silas in the hall?
Yeah, to me and Camille like hopefully like open our doors at the same time. Like,
yeah, if you want, you can open your doors at the same time, and then Silas. How does Kalia look again? He looks different, right? Because Silas didn't.
Wait, are you still when you? No, surely you've changed when you went to bed. Like it's concentration, no? Or is that not how that works?
It's the same.
Okay.
It's the same appearance as before, except with black hair.
Okay, so Silas, you rush to your feet, throw open the door, and stand there, and you're looking face to face with someone who looks a lot like that elf guy that you saw earlier today, but with black hair this time instead of red.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's unique enough. I'd be like,
nice hairdo.
Yeah, it's like you dye your hair or something.
Yes.
Right.
That's it.
That sounded like trouble, right?
It's something. I'd like to see what it is at least.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in the same mind. I'll accompany you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. And
would Charles like also?
Charles is probably dead asleep at this point. Actually,
right.
Hold on, no.
I mean, he is been injured multiple times, but also.
Do you want to go looking for Charles? Like,
I don't think I would have the mind to wake up Charles. I was just wondering because like Charles knows the Griffin.
Charles doesn't make an appearance. He's not. He doesn't like wake up and come bursting out of his door like in his boxes or anything like that.
Right.
Either he's.
No, I think Silas wouldn't bother checking. Go to like see what was going on.
before everyone went to bed that he has a couple of things that he wanted to take care of first, and then he left the tavern. So there's a good chance he's just not back yet.
Fair enough.
But yes.
Then I just kind of throw the cloak over.
Yeah, easy enough.
My shoulder and kind of nod and head out into the night. Yeah.
As far as you guys kind of are leaving the building, you kind of turn to the garrison and you can see that whoever is on watch has kind of been alerted, but it doesn't seem like an alarm has gone off or anything like that. It just seems kind of like.
Would we see anyone like? I don't know if it's like metagaming at all, but like, would we have seen the people bolting?
Not really.
Like,
so if you look at the map
right
where Brigade's hut is, these people have kind of... I'll draw on it real quick if I can.
Okay.
These people have kind of like... They were coming from the forest around here, kind of approaching like this way.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough.
So when they landed a few shots and Brigade almost, cut a man in half with an arrow again... sorry, Gemini did, not Brigade. They bolted back into the forest.
Brigade drowned someone.
Yes, Brigade did drown someone. But... You don't know.
They consume their life force and all of that.
Put their life force to better use, as it were. Yes. So as you guys are approaching it, you can see that like guards are kind of alerted, but no one has raised an alarm or anything. It's more just like the fuck was that noise? Holy shit! Did you hear it? What the fuck was that? No one's actively pursuing anything or chasing anything. Back to you, Brigade and Gemini. You've managed to calm down Rascal. I would have probably had you roll for this if you didn't roll so well with the training stuff. Like, this would have been one of those situations I was telling you about where, like, depending on how well you rolled with the training stuff would be if he, like, acts up or doesn't listen. But, fucking knocked it out of the park with that. So within a minute or two, the wound has been healed, it's been cleaned, he's calmed back down enough. What do you wish to do? If anything at this point.
I say to Rascal.
Yeah.
You're okay. Good boy.
You sure they're not gonna come back?
We took care of them.
Right. Can I sleep inside?
Don't worry. Is there room?
Oh, I'm so
There definitely isn't room for a griffin in Brigade's hut, but he's still trying his luck anyway. And you can see Brigade immediately kind of, no, honey, there's no room for you. I'm sorry.
I wish.
But you can sleep on the patio if you wish. That way you're a little closer to us. There's room.
Do you see us walking up the road?
I can see you guys walking. Yeah. You don't get there that quick.
Yeah, no,
it takes like a good 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, Zhon, you can use arrow keys.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, you can use your arrow keys to move around. Yeah, so you can like.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
You see these two drunkards stumbling up the hill. No. So yes, upon even being given the access of sleeping on the patio, Rascal immediately jumps back up and seemingly isn't that scared anymore and has gotten exactly what he wanted to actually sleep a little closer to you both, and is curled up underneath your window, already trying to go back to sleep, kind of pruning himself a little bit.
Is this the patio, and the perch area of Gemina's room?
Yes, in Gemina's room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tucked up, filling up the majority of the space there.
Oh, yes.
Brigade turns to you as Rascal has departed from this and is starting to settle down again and just kind of says, with the amount of people in the area and the amount of poachers in the area, it might not be the worst idea to maybe find some armor for him.
I have to agree.
It would definitely help. And I mean, if they're getting this bold to try and do this, I mean, they've never come this close before. They've always kept their distance. I thought, shit.
This is our home.
I know. I mean, one of them clearly paid the price for it. And
yes, I saw that.
Should take care of that. And a body doesn't come up, but all of the man-made materials, like
clothes and stuff,
the metal, the clothes stay because the clothes would have been made out of like wool or some kind of organic material.
Oh, that's what you mean by man-made.
Yeah,
okay,
man-made.
okay.
So a set of pauldrons pops up, some arrows, but only the arrowheads. Any of the metal things that are on him, like a belt buckle, that kind of a thing, are pretty much just kind of bleh, onto the side of the ground next to the pond.
Good lord! And he was never heard from again.
Brigid is fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
And as she kind of, yes, they've never been bold enough to try something like that. I thought that they would have their eye on Rascal, but maybe you should get him armored. Tell you what. What's the name? What's it? Who is it? Tell you what. Talia down at the Smith owes me a few favors. Maybe you can go talk to her and see if she could custom make you something? I don't know, maybe even just some leather? I worry. And I don't want to come back and find that you've, let a second griffin die.
A second griffin?
Hey?
Yes, anything would help, I suppose.
Of course. Something to think about, of course. But Talia owes me a few favors, so go and ask her. And believe, and you can see she kind of cocks her head to the side a little bit, and then looks back down the pathway and kind of goes, I believe that Silas fellow is coming up here. He must have a good heart. Bless him. I don't know who's with him, though, but someone else is with him. We should probably tell them that there's nothing to be worried about. Anyway. And, Silas and, Kalir, if you both want to give me perception checks, actually, as you're running up here.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You just tell me what you both roll.
14.
14? Okay.
18.
18? Silas, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Kalir, even as you are sprinting towards an unfamiliar area, kind of keeping an eye on, still wanting to, try and help, but also being like, where the fuck am I running to? This is unfamiliar. The vine wall seems to be following your movements. Any of the flowers or the buds that have sprouted on this vine wall seem to be turning and watching you as you walk.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
It's a little freaky, and at first you probably are just like, it may have just been a coincidence, but as you look, you can see that up the side of the path, all of them are looking down at you, and as you run past, they all turn and follow you as you walk.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
And it's only just now kind of hitting you that you have seen these vine walls in a lot of places. The main pillar in the Moon Maiden has got these vines wrapped around the main pillar. The fields of crops are all surrounded by these vines, and they look pretty identical to these ones.
So she just has a surveillance network. Wow. I suppose what I would do is I would try and look at Silas to see if his eyes have also caught
they have not
the movement on these vines.
Yeah, clearly not.
And then upon seeing they haven't, I'll kind of nod and kind of point it out, and I'll be like, looks like the vegetation around here is particularly interested in watching it.
Silas, that sentence was just said to you.
Yep. The fuck did you say? No.
My metal dice have cut my thumb.
Oh no.
Because they're so pointed on the sides, and I was just spinning one, and I'm like, wow, why is that hurting? Oh shit.
Oh.
Damn.
Sorry, go ahead.
Tetanus.
Best we be on our
Tetanus.
best we be on our best behavior, I suppose. And I'll just kind of keep on.
Yeah, as you keep moving up. Yeah,
matter-of-factly strolling towards the house here.
Gemini.
I just I think to myself, man, that's a choice of vocabulary. keep on moving forward.
Kalia has presented himself as a bit of a weird dude.
Yeah.
Accidentally. The vegetation seems intent on watching us. The fuck you just say?
Indeed.
Gemina. Brigid has, after telling you that two people are approaching, she doesn't seem to mind too much once she knows who it is, or at least who one of them is. Said, if you wouldn't mind telling them what happened, entirely up to you, but I have got a big day tomorrow, and I trust you to take care of them. Good night, my dear. And she leans forward and kisses you on the forehead real quick before walking back up the steps of the patio, giving Rascal a very quick pat under the chin, scratching him, and then going back inside and shutting the door. And it's around this time that you can hear the footsteps of two people in the soft dirt as they come running up. And Silas and Kalia. What do you guys do? How are you approaching the situation?
Well, I mean,
jump forward, weapons
no point not making myself known. You clearly clearly there's not a fight still happening.
Yeah.
But there was still a sound of commotion, so I call out and it's is everything fine?
Yeah, you can see that Gemina is standing in front of Brigid's hut by herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is Rascal visible from here? Or is that in the back?
He's more towards
you said it was in the back, right?
Yeah. So I'd say from the front he isn't very visible.
Right.
Yeah, he's not very visible from the
Yeah,
front.
that's
You'd have to
fine.
actually
I was just
go
curious.
inside, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Forgive
fine.
me, but it sounded like there was a commotion.
Yeah.
Yes. I take it you heard Rascal?
If that's his name, then yes.
Yes.
I did not know if that was your griffin, or given that there is a griffin in the area, if it was perhaps the roost from which he came.
No, that was...
Who the hell starts a conversation like that? I just got here.
All right, Kalia, bro, it's fine.
I'm trying to say I didn't know if it was your griffin or
I know what you're trying to say. It's just really
come from
funny.
a griffin nest.
No, that was fine. He got hit a couple times.
By who? Did you see anyone? Did you?
There were several attackers here.
Did you see which way they went?
I point in the direction they went. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much just they just scattered into the forest. Yeah.
People attacked you in your home.
They were aiming at the griffin. Yes.
I say, one moment, and I want to go investigate the area, see if I can see any trace of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be a check for anything, or?
So as you come around the corner, you immediately, once again, potentially either jump scared or knowing to expect it, see a griffin staring at you after hearing these voices.
Fortunately, I wouldn't be as surprised as the first time.
Yeah,
I would just
kind of. Griffins are also pretty intelligent creatures, so looking at you and then identifying who you are as well, you can see it's still on guard, but it's gone from that oh shit, people are at my house, what am I doing to? Oh, it's just you. Why are you here?
Right.
But yes, if you want to, it would be an investigation check, I believe.
Sure.
That'd
be a 16.
16.
Nice.
Various sets of footprints. There's a bow laying on the ground. As you kind of do a lap around this place, you can see these footprints lead in different directions towards the forest before kind of disappearing in the mess of the leaves and the brush underneath.
You said two of them dropped their bows, yeah?
Yeah.
Is there anything I would have noticed
just
on those?
Regular.
Or?
They are just regular looking, run-of-the-mill short bows. You can see those there, but that's pretty much it. There's a bow and an arrow there because they would have dropped the arrow that they had and then the bow that was there. As you kind of come around the swamp, you can see a drag path from where someone was clearly someone or something was dragged into the water, like leaving that kind of like trail as they were pretty much clawing their way before getting pulled into the water. And
do I notice anything weird about like the vines or anything?
There's still the small buds and flowers that have bloomed on them are still like tracking your movement. But they aren't like reaching out to you or anything like that. They're just watching. However, you do see next to that drag path, you can see a couple of arrowheads, a metal scabbard, the metal remains of a crossbow, a lot of metal and random scrap metal just kind of left there.
The DM doesn't want you to know this, but the enemy's weapons are free.
The enemy weapons are free. You can pick up 257 goblin scimitars.
These would not be... I mean, I wouldn't say these are weapons. I would say these are metal parts of weapons.
Yeah.
That's something I'm in need of.
You pretty much come across a like crime scene, basically. It doesn't take a whole lot to realize that someone was dragged into the
evidence as to who it was, nothing like that.
Nothing like that. These people don't they don't sit there signing their arrowheads every time with like from Christ Iron Shepherds.
No, I know, but like I'm just saying, no sigils, nothing.
No sigils, nothing. But from the looks of it, it looks like about maybe 6 people. You can identify 6 different footprints, and they have all scattered into the thing. Well, 5 sets of footprints and 1 smear. And then...
Was I able to see any insignia or anything indicating who they would have been? Like, from that distance?
In the low... No, you have dark vision. Fuck you. I was about to say in the low light. In the dark vision, the person that you would see, you could have identified on any number of them very hastily drawn symbol of the Iron Shepherds. Not all of them had it, but, like, it's pretty easy to identify, especially for you.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'll come back and ask because I've finished investigating. I'll be like,
they just.
Yeah, it's like quite a few footsteps. You clearly clearly held your own well enough. Do you know who it was that came through here?
It was Iron Shepherds again, but they've never been this bold.
Well. McEwen did say that more of them have been setting up around here.
Clearly.
We ought to be more on guard.
Is harassment directed towards you specifically something you deal with frequently?
Not really.
I don't know why, just super light and bubbly. Not really.
Interesting.
You're sure they're gone, yes?
Oh, they're gone. They were so frightened.
That bastard left with one of my arrows.
Yep.
Take your word for it.
All of you can hear...
I appreciate you two coming out to, see what was up.
It's not a problem. The Iron Shepherds have caused enough problems already that we are far from aligned with them.
Ashamed none of them. Ashamed none of them were incapacitated well enough to be left behind.
Why is that?
I do want to. I simply wish for the chance to be able to speak with or to question whichever of them that I'm able to come across that seem like they might have more knowings about the goings on, but as opposed to all of these hooligans that we keep on running into.
Well, if this is any example, I expect we will meet with them again.
It's about this point that you can see approaching from up the hill is 2 Crownsguard, one holding a torch above his head, lighting the way, staying very well clear of the vine wall, but they are approaching. You've got maybe like a minute or 2 before they get to you.
Right.
Weapons aren't drawn or anything, it's pretty obvious that they probably have just sent someone over to just investigate and see what all the hubbub is about.
Are we credible enough to be able to say, like, it's all good, and, like,
You'll find out.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm just giving you the chance for anyone that wants to jump out a proverbial window again, if they want to do that before the Iron Shepherds get here.
I am perfectly asleep back in the tavern.
Yeah, Quincy jumps out a window, not because of anything else. He's sleepwalking and he tripped because he's in an unfamiliar room.
You mean the Crownsguard, not the Iron Shepherd, right?
Do you need
before the Iron Shepherds get here?
Oh, yes, might be. Sorry, Crownsguard. Fuck it up.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I keep mixing up the names. I'm so sorry.
I'm just making sure.
No, I appreciate that because I just keep messing up my words. I'm sorry. But yes, it is the Crownsguard that is walking up the hill. Two of them with torches raised.
I'm speaking to Gemini and I say, do you need anything?
Not at present. No, thank you.
Very well.
Well, the two of us are situated at the...
in hand, yeah? No, good.
The two of us are situated at the Moon Maiden. If you need anything else, just ask.
All right. Thank you. Likewise.
No, from the looks of it doesn't seem like you need much help.
I am accustomed to holding my own, yes.
In the background, outbursting from the water is a man screaming for his life before he gets dragged back under again. No, I'm kidding. You see me have a handle of it.
I have turned around to begin walking back towards the tavern.
Yeah. At this point, you will cross the path of these.
Notably, I am kind of I'm assuming my usual candor of just sort of walking as though I have always like I belong, and therefore I am making no effort to avoid them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I give Gemini a stride, and I give her a nod, and I begin to follow in stride.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm only asking
the message.
Oh well, I mean, yeah. That's the other thing. It's not what I'm asking though. Did you leave with your two very notable and very distinct scimitars? And
definitely.
Yes. Have you done anything to mask their appearance at all? Because you need to remember that these people are very much alert that someone of your description, granted your physical description is different now, but you had two very shiny, very interesting looking scimitars. So if they see a random person with those scimitars still, they're probably going to be like,
you did leave in a rush, but also I don't think we can't handle
I'm just saying that like if you want to just risk it and just be like, nah, Kalir wouldn't think to change his swords, then absolutely, we can play that out. I'm giving you the chance to be like, well, no, Kalir's being careful about it, so he would probably go, oh shit, Crownsguard are coming, and then adjust the necklace, and the swords turn into a broom, or walking stick, or something like that.
No, it's something about me is that I, regardless of what my appearance may or may not be because of the situation, whether this is a point of pride, old habits, or simply just something that I like to do. I think almost a point of pride. Regardless of how much I may try to not draw attention to myself, almost subconsciously, the scimitars are, in essence, a statement.
Okay.
That I always am making.
Okay, and you are still choosing to make this statement as you walk past Crownsguard.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your spell save DC?
Spell save?
His spell save DC.
No, yeah, but I was...
So here's what's gonna happen mechanics-wise. You're gonna walk past these Crownsguard, and I imagine, how are you walking past them? Just like with purpose, just not even really regarding them, maybe doing like a evening, and then walking past?
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
It is 13.
It's 13, so they're gonna make an active perception.
How do you tell your spell save DC compared to your normal DC? I know I'm not rolling for it, I just want to know.
Spell save DC is 8 plus your proficiency bonus, plus whatever the modifier is for the skill that you use for...
Proficiency bonus for intelligence? Or...
No. So each class uses a different skill for their spellcasting. So like, Quincy uses charisma, I believe, for his. Kalir uses intelligence, and then Gemini uses wisdom.
Wisdom,
Their spell saves are different, and it depends on how high each of those scores are. So if Dan has put a bunch of points into intelligence, then Kalir is going to have a higher spell save DC. You don't have any spells at the moment, I don't think, so you don't have a spell save DC.
Yeah, okay.
Which is why it's not appearing anywhere on your sheet, I don't think.
When you get spells, when you have spells, that'll be on your spell sheet.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do the math.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I was just making sure.
There you go. Yes. So what's happening here is that these guys are just regarding you, but given that they are actively looking for a disturbance and someone with weapons has walked past them, they're going to make an active perception check against your spell save DC to see if they can kind of, in other words, like, notice that there's some shit about you.
Go for it.
So, yeah, here we go. Well, that's a fucking natural 1. Good thing there's 2 of them.
Okay.
That's a 3. So you're lucky.
Right. Yeah.
And as you swagger on down the hill, you see they're marching with sort of purpose and that kind of like, we need to go and make sure what the fuck happened to that griffin. What the fuck is up with this griffin? God, are those vines gonna lash out at me? Fuck, I hope Brigid isn't awake. I really,
Evening. A bug flies into both of their eyes. No.
And that kind of determination of fuck, I really drew the short straw here. I don't want to have to go up to Brigid's hut, but I need to make sure that everything's okay, is kind of...
That stress, like, overshadows
It's helping you literally walk past them without really being detected. Silas, how are you? Are you just walking past as well? They would regard you as the same.
I have nothing to worry about because I...
That's true, yeah. You did not burst out of
I've been to prison, and I have been released legally.
I did my time.
I'm more prepared to explain on behalf of, like... Of Kilia, and so I'm looking at them, prepared for a conversation, and they're just gonna walk past, like...
Yeah, then upon seeing Kalia walk past, they don't really say anything, but upon seeing you come down, and now you're the second person that's leaving that area, they're probably going, what happened up there? Everything okay? Do we need, do we really need to go up there?
It's been sorted. If you need to verify, you can go and have a look, but it has been sorted.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Persuasion, and I will say with advantage, because they really don't want to go up to Brigid's hut.
First one's a 23, second one is an 18.
They kind of like look towards one another, and then look back up the hill, and look towards one another, and then look at you. Thank you, citizen. You've done us a good service. Have a good night. And they turn and walk back down the hill, not even bothering to
you as well.
And Gemini, you are left by yourself.
I turn to Claire and I'm like, are you not still on the... Would they not notice your scimitars?
The rogue who's very much got like a sword hidden somewhere and a dagger hidden in another place, and then...
Well, yes, of course, but I'm not like, you know...
You're on the run.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Without even necessarily even looking over, I just kind of say, they are there to be noticed.
All right, he's got bars. Silas goes, Shit.
Okay.
No. Yeah, so you guys make it back to the tavern. No further incidents for the rest of the evening. Gemini.
I guess now that we've like made it there, this would also be the first time that me and stop running like that. That me and Kalia have actually spoken since he bolted out the window.
Yeah, I think this would be your first conversation. Yes, it's clear.
Oh yeah, true. So So
do I need to ask how your shenanigans went?
I
came back as a woman.
I have changed in my ways.
I am not a petty criminal. I simply had no desire to engage in the scrutiny that would come with custody, and therefore I chose to avoid it.
I have no judgment, friend. Trust me, I had half a mind to do the same, but I'm just curious as to how you've ended up back at the tavern.
I paid for a room, and I'm going to get my money's worth.
Fair enough.
And you, why are you not still in there?
There's been a deal made with the... How should we call him? The knight that has... what is this class technically? Captain. Yeah. The captain who we encountered at the tavern. A deal has been made. We'll tell you about it tomorrow, but for now, I believe we should get some rest.
Right.
More or less, I don't think you'll have to face jail time.
No, I won't. But that's
not as long as there is a window left unbroken.
Yeah.
I will never have to face jail time.
As long as there is a torso-shaped gap in the wall, I will make my way.
And yeah, I'll just kind of make my way back in.
Fair enough. We'll tie with that then, I guess.
The rest of the evening passes. You can all take a long rest, heal if any of you took any damage, regain any abilities that you
I don't
regain
think I
on a long rest.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I don't think many of you actually took a hit. They were kind of focused on not the random patrons in the place. Yeah,
I got clocked.
That's true. You did get clocked.
Yeah.
Yes, your griffin does heal. It takes a long rest. Don't worry.
Cool.
Right, level up.
How much is a long rest heal? Is it a full heal or?
Yeah. So everything. So you get a full heal. Yeah, full heal, and your hit dice will come back. And yeah,
amazing what an 8 hours of sleep will do.
I know. A good night's rest.
I could really learn something from D&D. I think.
I know, right?
But these Iron Shepherds don't know something I do. I got 9 hours of sleep last night.
Oh shit.
You know what that means? Quincy levels
What was that
up.
from again?
No.
That's from Lazy Purple's Sniper Montage.
Yeah.
That's right.
I will say, as a point of note, though, Gemina and Kalir, being the two full-blooded elves, you only need 4 hours of sleep. So
Correct.
while the two humans do
Really?
need
Is that
a full, yeah, it's a feature
Yep.
of like elves technically don't
Elven
sleep; they
trait.
enter a meditative trance or whatever, and they only need to rest for 4 hours for it to count as a
They
long
get
rest.
full REM.
Pretty much.
Cheers.
They speedrun REM cycles.
Yeah, exactly.
So, the sun rises over Green Nest. The morning dew, it's a little bit cold and a little bit chilly. The morning patrols have already started. Charles is... I'm glad you're having fun. Charles is already back to work in the kitchen. Quincy, I imagine, have you joined him? You would need to sleep. Yeah, you would need to sleep in maybe a little bit past the breakfast rush, just because of like how late it was before you actually got to long rest. But as far as everything else goes, it's a typical morning, except a small piece of paper has been left on the front door of Brigade's place, as well as a sheet of papers for Charles and everyone else that is currently in the tavern. On these pieces of paper,
Oh boy.
it's more or less a chore list.
You just give you a quest log.
Pretty much.
Does McEwen's handwriting, like, is it distinct? Or like
McEwen's handwriting is weirdly beautiful. Like he writes in fluent cursive.
Like cursive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has personally signed the bottom of each of these slips, and they're all slightly different, but like on an A4 sheet of paper, his signature takes up like the bottom, like maybe like an eighth of the page. It's a pretty big signature.
It's a pretty big signature.
And it's his full name too.
That
It's
is big.
Angus McEwen and like a big circle around it too.
Not just like an MC line or anything. It's just a full, like, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's essentially a chore list filled with the most menial tasks that we don't have to play out unless you really want to. But a lot of these include deliveries. A lot of these include shipment runs.
Oh, like chores list. I thought you were being metaphorical.
When Charles said, "Don't make me do bitch work," he meant bitch work. As well as a little sash for each of you to wear. This sash
Khalil would encounter Charles for the first time since he ran off, though, before this, no?
I think, yes, because Charles had come back. Yes, so we will get to that. But for now, this is just the
I'm just trying to figure out whether like this is taking
yeah,
place.
no. So this is just me saying what's on these pieces of paper. And then we'll get to like how you guys wake up and find this stuff.
Okay, cool.
Each of these sashes is black fabric. It can be tightened around the back. It has got golden trimming around the outside. All of these are bearing the sigil of the Crownsguard, which is a vertical sword And hanging from the crossguard of these swords is justice scales, like the scales that you see at like a courthouse. And in this letter, it is explained that it is expected that while you are doing these chores, essentially, you will be wearing these to identify that the Crownsguard has persuaded you to do their bidding, basically. It's part of this. It's a part of this. It is very much a part of the ruse that Angus is trying to say, where he, although it was a genuine plea to ask for help from you, he's trying to pass it off as they beat some sense into you so that they can, order you around, basically.
But he's still getting joy out of this strategy.
Oh, absolutely. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But not so much from you guys. It's definitely, you can see that Quincy would probably notice this as it actually happens, as Charles is like opening it and looking at it, and some of the sashes fall out. Charles is reading it over and kind of in disbelief, and he takes one of the sashes and immediately just tosses it into the fire of the oven, and then reads a little more, and then as he like puts it down, you see there's a little bit of writing on the back, and he flips it over, and he says, "P.S. If you burn the sashes, I'm gonna charge you for them." Shit, and he immediately reaches into the fire to try and save it before he gets charged. Yeah, kind of burning his hand a little bit, so a slightly singed sash has been added. They fit around your bicep on the upper arm, pretty much being tagged.
Our yellow papers.
Pretty much. Now, that's what's on these letters. Gemina, you wake up in the morning and you find this letter with a single sash there for you. Brigid kind of remarks that this is awful, but trust Angus. If he says it's better, then, he says it's better. He's kept order around here for a while. However, Kalir, I don't know how you want to play this, but you have woken up, everyone else has woken up, and however you guys choose to come down in the morning. But essentially you will be meeting Charles, who is waiting at a table. The place is relatively empty, the breakfast rush has already subsided, it's just people having either a snack here or there, or a drink before they go on with their day. One of the private booths, actually. I will take us to the tavern, so that you can see where exactly he is.
I forgot about the tavern map. I love this map.
I'm glad you like it. I made it. Shit!
It's a cozy map. Oh, I like it. Oh shit! I forgot about all this. Yeah. The X's as well. Oh, it's probably. Where would we be set up?
Boy?
Where is Quincy? Oh, there he is.
No, I'm talking about Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Oh,
I miss him, bro.
That's funny, a reference.
Is he okay?
Charles,
water.
Charles
is he safe? Is he all right? Where's Hugh Jackman?
Charles has essentially set up, and Brigid. Why do I keep getting too confused? Gemina and Rascal, I will move your tokens over here. You're not here yet, but it's just whenever you feel you want to come in, then by all means come in.
Yeah.
But Charles is set up on the morning. If you remember, the stairs are kind of above this sort of doorway here, so you kind of come down the stairs. And Charles is kind of
sticking... to come in through here.
Yeah, pretty much exactly where Silas is there.
Yep.
And as each of you come down, whether you all come down together or one at a time, Charles is like stuck a hand out and is waving to you with the papers in.
I imagine Khalil would come down first, do the whole 4-hour sleep thing.
That's true. Yeah. So this is.
It depends if he wants to get up early.
This is where we will pick up the roleplay sort of stuff of how do you guys wake up? Who wakes up first? How do you
I do my typical thing of after waking up and making myself presentable for the morning.
Yep.
I kind of come downstairs, basically with the intent of finding some breakfast.
Yeah.
And perhaps a glass of water.
Yeah. Before you even, as soon as you come halfway down the stairs, you hear Charles kind of going, "Oi! Kalir! Come on!" And is gesturing for you to sit with him.
He knows he's here? I mean, I guess Quincy would.
Also seeing him, come down the stairs.
Oh, wait, he could actually, okay, he could see up those stairs, I see, okay.
Yeah, you can kind of see half, I wasn't too worried about the visuals of it, but as he comes down the stairs and reveals himself into the room, yes, Charles can see that he's...
I just pictured it weirdly, yeah.
No, you're good. Down here, dickhead. And he gestures for you to sit down with him. Now, I am going to... okay, yeah. As you kind of sit down with him, he drops the papers in front of you. And one of the there's a handful of 4 sashes there. 4? Yeah, 4 sashes there. He drops the papers in front of you and he says, "That was a fucking stupid stunt you pulled yesterday. If you ran and they caught you, they wouldn't have Hank. They would have killed you if they caught you, you know that?"
I have no doubt that they would have tried.
Man, you are a stuck-up little shit. Given your situation...
Please don't kill my patrons.
What'd you say?
Please don't kill my patrons.
Given your situation, and what exactly it is that you're doing around here, I know that the imprisonment shtick isn't exactly favorable to you. So, after having some heavy negotiations...
Likewise to you.
Oh, of course. After having some heavy negotiations with Angus, trust me, I sorted it all out myself, my idea really. You will be spared the might of the law if you agree to do a few jobs for us around here and wear this and pretend that you were caught and apprehended and give this idea that running is always a bad idea when dealing with Angus McEwen. I know your situation. You know mine.
What?
Look, let me start from the beginning, I guess. They're gonna fucking execute you. If they catch you. And now you are smart and you are fast and you can get the fuck out of here. And if you want to, by all means. But you'll be running. That little dickhead from yesterday, Wesley, whatever the fuck his name was, turns out he may or may not have some pretty powerful connections, and he is very pissed that a couple of people tried to fight him and tried to kill him. So, Angus had the bright idea to negotiate with him, because this kid was expecting us to be fucking hung in the streets come this morning. But thanks to Angus, and me of course, that's not gonna happen.
You're referring to one of the Iron Shepherds, just to be clear.
Of course, that little shithead that brought Angus over in the first place, you remember. Angus was brought over by this dude. Like, you definitely remember that Weasley little fuckhead was hiding behind Angus as Angus was standing there proudly telling you that you're arrested. That you're under arrest.
And you've agreed to do service in exchange for...
Agreed is a strong word. More like... Look, I'm a smart man. No insight needed, he's not a smart man. I recognize a good deal when I see one. And Crownsguard are fucking everywhere. So if one of them thinks that I need to be put down, they're all gonna think I need to be put down. If Angus can vouch for us and change the winds of fate, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, so that we just have to do a little bit of... We have to do a little bit of work. That's much better than an execution, don't you think?
First of all, I am no stranger to situations in which, if I am caught, I will be killed. This is not...
You think I am?
A new thing for me. Secondly, I suppose I'm a tad uncertain as to the separation between the Iron Shepherds versus this individual that apparently has influence over the Crownsguard.
Mm-hmm.
These Iron Shepherds, I do not know them very well, but I know their kind.
Right.
And bending the knee in this way to make a show, all this will do is make them more confident that the town will bend to their whim. If something like this happening results in you needing to parade yourself around doing odd jobs.
Well, you might be getting a little confused there. The people that you've seen so far call themselves the Iron Shepherds. They parade around in their hand-drawn fucking insignia or whatever. But I don't think any of them actually are. I think they might be people that are looking to join this gang or whatever. So
there's pretenders.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The only real Iron Shepherds, probably be the ones that you and I saw the other day.
You almost hear me say under my breath, like he hears me say under my breath, like, that explains why I haven't gotten any information at any of them.
I didn't know a fucking thing.
Look, we don't know why they're in.
I guess while you guys are talking about this, around now is when Silas would have like woken up and you'll see you guys are talking.
Yeah, come sit down.
Respect their privacy. No, because like clearly you haven't talked about.
So even seeing you, Charles kind of like waves you down, but then puts like a hand out, like wait there for a minute.
Sure.
He kind of left in that awkward spot of like, did he mean freeze? Can I? What do I? Okay, just stand there. But he kind of like,
what do we do?
Kind of turns back to you, Khalil. He says, "Look, you can run, and I'll buy you enough time to run if you really want to. But given your situation, I think you need as many friends as you can get. And well, shit. I mean, you helped save this place from being burned down. So as far as I see it, we're friends. So, you want my advice? And trust me, you want my advice. Don't run. Take a slap on the wrist, do a couple of chores for this fucking guy, and you'll be on your way again." He did mention, actually, there's a reward for doing these things, because we're supposed to keep all quiet and shit that, look, you want information, right? That's the whole reason you're here. You want to know more about these Iron Shepherds? You want to know more about random shit that's going on around this place? Yeah?
Yes, but
you came to me and said you were looking for someone, and you said that they may be in leagues with this Iron Shepherd.
It's the sort of information that I know is going to be very hard to come by.
Of course. Now, you're in the middle of town, and the captain of the fucking Crownsguard is handing you something to do for him, putting you in his good books. And he's even written in here, look, he signed it too, fucking dumbass. I could just change whatever the fuck he wrote here. I could say he gave me 1,000,000 gold, and he'd have to give this to me, dumbass. He slides it over, and you can see written in, like, the font there, is actually a list of what would be provided to each of you, should you do these jobs. And it says on these lists, it says, for Quincy and Gemina, on top of being paid for their services, they will have access to the monthly shipment of goods and materials that come in directly from, like the surrounding empire.
The Argosy.
It's stapled there.
Let's go.
It is said there that they will be able to request any number of things, whether it be material goods, food, or otherwise, and it will be delivered in this shipment. So. Chocolate for a certain someone. On top of that, any arms or weapons or anything for all of you will be provided, should you need them. Quincy, yes, you will have access and will be able to place an order for as much food and as much variety of food as you wish, as well as being provided a special horse that is just specifically reserved for you so that you can make your weekend sabbatical trips much faster and much easier.
So you're not late for work.
Pretty much, yeah. For Silas and Khalil, seeing as how you two are not residents in this area and it's a little unsure as to what they want, gold will be offered as well as any information for both of you. Any information that you may wish, you have made it abundantly clear that you are seeking other things in this area and just happen to be passing through, and just happen to have been caught up in all this. As such, any information, any survival materials, any supplies or anything like that will be given to you upon completion of a couple jobs.
I see. So once everything's like finished up,
as well as anything that you may find or come across while doing these jobs. So if you come across anything while on this fucking missions or whatever, they are yours to keep. The Crownsguard aren't really caring too much about if you come across a cool stick that you found in the woods. But yeah, so Charles kind of points that out to you, Khalil. He says, see right there, information. As much as I hate to admit it, Angus is actually pretty good at his job, otherwise he wouldn't have been here for as long as he's been here. Now, he's been pretty reserved with his information, but if you're looking for anything of the surrounding area, or any people of interest, or anything like that, he's probably your best bet. He told us, well, he told me, because, I was really leading that conversation last night. He told me to send you over to him, so that you can make an actual introduction, and then he knows who exactly it is that he's hiring. Now, if I were you, I wouldn't fucking go to that. That sounds like a trap and a half. But he said he was willing to accept the fact that you might just tag along on these jobs, as long as we vouch for you. So I present you with a choice. You want to take your chances and run? Be my guest. I won't stop you. But if you want to stay here, maybe learn a little something, and put on that fucking sash, and get to work.
Let me make two things clear to you. First of all,
it's an aura off.
Oh shit.
The information that I seek is the sort that I am of almost absolute certainty that a local magistrate in service to the Emperor is not going to have access to. So that is not of any use to me. Secondly, he is hoping to enforce a penalty upon an individual that, and you and I know what I'm referring to here.
Of course.
He truly does not know. And therefore, an identity that can be changed as easily as one can change their mind.
Absolutely.
Therefore, any potential threat or sentence, penalty, is meaningless to me.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said...
One second.
You have been kind since I came into town and have seen eye to eye with me on certain things. And there might perhaps be a benefit to remaining in town without needing to look over my shoulder more than I already do.
Oh, yeah.
Therefore, I would be willing to help in whatever aspects of these things are things that could use my particular skill set.
Right.
But under the condition that I truly have no interest in wearing any banners or symbols for any kingdom in this point in my life.
Right, well that's kind of...
And it's nothing personal, it's nothing specific against the Golden Order specifically. It's a general rule.
See this? And he gestures to the one that he is still wearing that's still a little singed around here. I don't want to fucking wear this either. Stop being a little dickhead and accept your punishment. Or take your chances and run. You said it yourself, you could run. As easily as someone could change their mind. Was the words you said. Change your mind. Leave. I'm not topping you.
I always make him laugh.
Now, I'm not trying to push you away here either. I'm just saying. You have a choice before you. I have lived a life on the run. It is not a good life. Now, I'm not saying you need to stay here permanently, but you have maybe a week or two here where you could just do some regular shit, accept the fucking punishment that you've been given, make a little bit of coin, maybe get some information. You are so... Does the stick go that far up your ass that you really are turning away free information? You think he may not know. What if he does? How do you know what people do and don't know? I know Angus.
Simply because of knowledge of what I'm looking for.
Right. And your knowledge of what you're looking for so far has yielded you how much results?
Listen, I am not in any way not interested in, as you put it.
Sorry, we got a rat problem.
I am not interested in, as you put it.
Sorry.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
Bubbles is scratching at the door, and I went, Bubbles, and I went, sorry, we got a rat problem.
That's really funny.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. Bubbles.
I know.
Sorry. Listen.
Yes.
Again, I am not interested in, as you put it, accepting a punishment. But I will help you.
Gotcha.
That's the most that I'm willing to offer. I will help you in whatever way I can.
Well, I appreciate that. I think everyone else will appreciate that too. And he kind of leans over and gestures for you to approach now. Silas.
Me?
Yeah. Okay. Now that you're not standing there doing the Pulp Fiction kind of standing around, yeah.
Yeah, not being able to help but overhear the conversations. Yeah, he sort of told me to freeze 2 tables down.
Pretty much, yeah. And then, the last kind of thing he just says to you, Kalir, is just, I like you, Kalir. You got survivor's instinct. Don't lose it. It'll keep you alive. Come on! And then, Silas, you sit down and are shown the paper and read the same sort of a thing. Quincy, whenever you choose to do as well, you will also be flagged down, and we'll skip forward through this a little bit. It's very much just, here are these papers, here's what's expected of us, you gotta wear these sashes, do all this stuff. I imagine each of you, at whatever levels of protest you wish to play at, by all means, we absolutely can roleplay it, but if you want to speed it along a bit, then...
The only thing Quincy would complain about is that there isn't a small little sash for Penelope.
Yeah.
That'd be really fucking funny. You can make one out of
well, we can always talk to McEwen about that. But Kalia, if you think you can plead your case, we could always try talking to McEwen. As much as he's a prideful bastard, I'll admit, he does seem like the type to be reasonable if the situation arises.
I appreciate the thought, but the
man did get
could
on
not
his
be
knees
less interested in. I could not be less interested in speaking to someone in this particular man's occupation, but we'll do what needs to be done.
Is it worth the cost of your freedom to move around these parts?
That's not something that I feel has been compromised. But we'll do what we gotta do.
If you think so.
Sashes have been given, a list of chores has been given as well. Gemina, how do you go about your day? Do you want to just get started with the chores that you've been given? Do you visit the tavern and join the others first, or...?
Oh yeah, I would definitely show up at the tavern pretty early in the day.
Yeah. Breakfast.
Gemina shows up. What the fuck, guys? What is this?
What the fuck? They give me a fucking subpoena!
They gave me a court date, bro!
Jury duty, what the fuck? Then yes, a breakfast is given, drinks are had. The morning is yours. A lot of these chores consist very much of moving heavy shit around. The granary I'll move us back to the Green Nest map now.
Sure.
And I'll give you a little tour of what exactly is expected of you. So, if you will zoom out just a little bit, most of the chores essentially involve you walking this sort of a pathway. All the buildings along this kind of a line have all got different jobs for you here. At the top of the list is restocking the barrels of ale and the provisions in both the Crownsguard garrison, up the top where you were imprisoned the night before, And towards the end of this line, you can see there is a large rectangular building here, which is the actual guard house, which is where any of the Crownsguard that are not actively either on a shift or between shifts, this is where they all live.
Yeah, real important chore McEwen has tasked us with here.
Yep.
But making sure the ale is...
Stocking the kitchens, basically. On top of stocking the kitchens as well, there's a barrel fills of weapons that need sharpening, armor that needs cleaning, floors that need scrubbing. It truly is the most bitch work of bitch work. It feels very beneath all of you, honestly. Except maybe Quincy.
Nah, Quincy would be right on this.
Yeah,
he needs to get the only thing is that he needs to get the thumbs up from Charles in order to get it.
Charles is continuously giving you a thumbs up, but is very much... He's also doing it as begrudgingly as Kalir is at this point. As you were kind of...
So we're just like playing this out as like a narrative thing. We're not actually...
If you want to roleplay this out, I absolutely have plans to do that if you want.
No, I'm not saying I desperately want to play out restocking
Quincy absolutely abuses Tensor's floating disc to the nth degree.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone else is kind of struggling to carry like a bunch of different blades in their arms as they're walking through, and then Quincy is there with all the food that they need to carry. All the Tensor's floating disc can carry 500
struggling
pounds.
to carry.
That's true.
Up to 500 pounds with a 3-foot radius.
Would McEwen have the time to point and just watch and be like?
I was just about to get to that. Yeah. So
okay.
Yes, a lot of these tasks is very much going back and forth with heavy shit, doing the grunt work that no one ever really wants to do. And the reason for that, you learn pretty quickly about maybe an hour before noon, around noon. As you can see, McEwen has stood directly in front of the maiden on that kind of wooden deck out the front, and he has stood on top of one of the tables, and he has taken to pointing to you all and gesturing for all of you and calling out to the Iron Shepherds as well, very much leaning into the power of it a little bit. Not at all nice remarks, saying, keep moving, I've seen dead people move faster than you can. This is what happens when you fuck with Angus McEwen. A lot of other Crownsguard have taken to also kind of messing with you a little bit. Not so much actually trying to stop you from doing the job, but maybe kicking some dirt at you guys, throwing an empty tankard here and there. It's not pretty. It feels like shit. Charles almost kills about 12 different people throughout the day.
Got always every time hey, no, it's not one.
Angus was 7 of them.
Yeah.
Except Quincy, of course, carrying most of these. Most people kind of ignore you a little bit. Not so much ignore you, but more just that guy's... What the fuck? It's cool as hell, actually. How do I do that?
Anytime people are making asses of themselves, he just does a minor illusion fart sound.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Just make them look stupid.
It is a long and grueling day. You are free to participate as much as you wish, but it is expected that this list is done by the end of the day. As far as what it actually entails, aside from all the things that I already said with the menial sort of tasks, you make visits to the smith, and you are introduced to Talia Morrow, the smithy, who works there. A young uppity dwarven woman, looks to be in her mid-20s, very, very busy, kind of constantly sharpening weapons, tinkering with armor to try and, keep Crownsguard happy. Any dents in armor are hammered out, any imperfections in blades are sorted out. She is much more of the face, so when there's important and flashy looking work, she'll be doing that. But you see a lot of the actual more hard work is done by her assistant, Fennec. He kind of works more on the things that kind of should be made in mass quantity. So a lot of horseshoes, nails, hinges, that kind of things that don't take the fine artistry of Talia, as she likes to put it. And as you kind of approach the sign, you can see the hanging sign there. It's a typical anvil with a hammer on top of it, and underneath is printed, no matter the job, we'll have it done on the morrow. And it's Talia Morrow's smithy. She's tried to make a name for herself and tried to brand. And mostly it's been pretty successful, but it also helps that you're the only smith in town. Upon seeing you guys walk with literal, almost like barrels filled with weapons that need to be sharpened and sacks of armor that need to be cleaned and dented and repaired, she kind of looks you all once over and sees the sash that you're wearing and kind of chuckles to herself a little bit, especially at seeing you, Gemina. Kind of, wasn't expecting you to be here. Before immediately kind of looking away, pretending she doesn't see you, yeah. Just accepting this is happening. Further down on the building, you can see the leather worker is more of the leather provisions and armor, and some Crownsguard have taken to... It seems the message that you guys are going to be doing a lot of grunt work has been passed around, and boots have been added, socks, leather pauldrons, things that definitely weren't on the list have been added to the pile by various Crownsguard that are seeking to take advantage of this. And as you kind of approach the leather worker, it is a very non-assuming building. Stone steps out the front. A older woman by the name of Bertha, a halfling female in her late 50s, maybe early 60s. Long sort of grey hair that's been tied into a braid with various flowers amongst the back. She's very clearly elderly, but she moves with a speed that is a little... It's not alarming. I guess it's surprising. Surprising is the right word. This old woman is moving very, very fast, and it's a little surprising the first time you see her. She actually has an entire deer carcass over one shoulder. It dwarfs her as a halfling as well.
For a halfling?
She is a very strong, very fast worker, and has clearly been doing this kind of work her entire life. Same sort of thing. Not really much for conversation. Just accepts that you are here to do some work and takes a little pity on you and definitely leaves some nice cold water from her own well out the front. He's fucking with the autofocus on, leave him alone. The majority of your day is spent going between the bottom two buildings along this lane here. This lane in Greenness is referred to as the trade lane, as it's where all the main places of business actually, are there. The next building down along the line, this green building here, if it will let me ping, why won't it let me ping? Because I'm still drawing, is known as Pippa's Brewery. This is where a lot of the grain is refined and fermented and actually turned into the ale. A young human in her early 20s by the name of Pippa Dustwhirl. She comes out wearing dark green overalls with a brown shirt underneath and kind of short, just above kind of where like the bottom of it, where her chin is, just kind of that sort of length of hair, held back with a black headband. She is by far the busiest person in this place. Insanely busy. Given the amount of people that need drinks, especially with the Iron Shepherds around, she's pretty much working all the time to make sure that drinks are available because drunk people are happy people. So you go typically between there where it's made to the actual storage facility, which is a little further down the path there where you can see these big sort of silos towards the right. And right next to the silos is the Dustwhirl Brothers Granary. This is the pride and jewel of Greenness. Without this place would not be on the map. This is where you can see the large fields of crop and grain that are being grown here are refined. The watermills that are there, the two twin brothers that kind of ask what you're doing as you appear, Jarek and Bron. Duskwhirl as well. These are the twin brothers of the sister Pippa that you just met. They take great pride in their work, a little too much. Both having kind of blonde hair. Jarek keeps his long on his shoulders with the headband similar to his sister, keeping it back. Bron shaves his head in a buzz cut. They wear matching green overalls similar to their sister as well. These two people are the richest people in Greenness, and the reason you know that is because they fucking act like it. They are very much aware that the Crownsguard are here for their refinery. They are very much, they walk, both of them, both like different in appearance, with that identical chest puffed out, shoulders back. If they had a pimp cane, they'd walk with one.
They're grain tycoons.
Pretty much, yeah. But yes. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, if at any point as I'm introducing these characters you guys want to actually talk to them or play out anything, then by all means interrupt me. I'm just giving you the layout.
Sure. No, I was actually going to ask if I could take like 2 minutes to use the restroom.
Yeah, of course, yeah. All good. So we can take a quick 5-minute break here.
Yeah. I need more water, so yeah, perfect.
Quick break.
Just run out.
As you guys are doing your bitch work. The people that are new in town have made themselves very familiar with the trade lane, with the people of Green Nest. I will point out, the people of Green Nest aren't really... None of them are jeering at you. Maybe the odd person here and there is kind of like laughing at you inside of like a, you're doing all the bitch work kind of a way. But none of them are actually trying to make fun of you or make your jobs actively harder. The Iron Shepherds absolutely are trying to make your jobs harder. Some of them trying to trip you up or something. And one of them tries to do that as Angus is standing there giving his, listen to me or this is your fate kind of a rundown. And that person is then singled out and promptly taken away by 4 Crownsguard that grab his arms and his legs and take him to the garrison. After that kind of display and that man pretty much being just taken away, no one really tried, none of the Iron Shepherds really try. Yeah. As annoying as it is to be the victims in this sort of a plan, the plan is kind of working. And the Iron Shepherds have curbed their enthusiasm a little bit. It is a very long and hard day. All of you gain a point of exhaustion.
Not even a saving throw, dang.
No saving throw. This is actually, Quincy, you don't gain a point of exhaustion because you have Tensor's floating disc. If anyone else has
been cheating the entire day.
If anyone else has any other ideas or ways that they can think of to try and lessen the burden on their bodies of this, then I would love to hear it. Spells, techniques, whatever you want. But if not, then you gain a point of exhaustion at the end of this.
If I roll above a 15 on athletics check? No. Okay. What about if I roll below it, I get 2 points? No, I'm kidding.
Roll a natural 20?
What if you roll really, really well?
Roll a natural 20, no points of exhaustion. If you roll anything but, 6 points of exhaustion.
I'm good.
He dies?
Yeah, 6 points of exhaustion is death.
How do I do that?
What if I tell Rascal to help us?
What does exhaustion do? Where do I do that?
What do you do? What?
How does exhaustion work? How do I apply that?
On your character sheet, I'm not entirely sure actually.
Conditions?
Just have a thing in your notes somewhere that's just an exhaustion thing. Exhaustion is a global debuff that can only be removed from with either a greater restoration spell or a long rest. Each point of exhaustion adds a -2 to all d20 checks and reduces your speed by 5 per exhaustion.
Yeah.
So with 1 point of exhaustion, you now have a -2 to all your d20 rolls. So if you had a +5, you now have a +3.
Yeah.
Additionally, with your movement, if you had 30 feet of movement, you now have 25 feet of movement. This is only is removed at the end of the day when you take a long rest, specifically.
So -2 to d20 checks and -5 feet of movement.
To answer your question, Gemina, you absolutely can have Rascal carry a bunch of stuff, and thankfully, because you have been in this area a lot, it's not very. It's surprising that the Griffin is making a stop out the front of these people's places of business, but it's not like alarming. After seeing you, any sense of like, did this Griffin just steal a barrel of weapons and know to bring it? What the fuck? Oh, Gemina's here. Okay. You do not gain a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
However, Kalir and Silas, is there anything you two wish to do to try and not be exhausted at the end of this day? Or are you just kind of taking it?
What can I do?
I don't think you can do a whole lot, to be fair. So you take a point of exhaustion.
Robes don't really come online.
Not a whole lot. No, they don't come online until like a little bit later, but when they do come online, fucking hell. Kalir, is there anything you wish to do to try and lessen the load?
Listen, I told him that I would help him with things that are within my skill set.
This is within your skill set.
Are you about to pull a Hans cape on and not move some sex?
You're not that way for him.
It goes against nature.
So what do you want to do? Or are you taking the point of exhaustion?
Take the point.
Yeah, I'll just take it. Sure.
Take the point. Okay, fair enough. Really, you're not going to do anything.
I mean, levitate.
He pops blades on.
That's what I mean. Is that like you can cast levitate? Absolutely.
Yeah. For any of the
how many
levitate
times?
Only
a day?
lasts 10 minutes.
How many times a day can you do that?
Yeah. So once. So
just once?
once
Okay.
for whatever. Once for whatever is looks like it's going to be the heaviest thing that we have to do today.
Okay, then it would probably save your back one trip maybe, but not a whole lot. So yeah, still a point of
Is
exhaustion.
that what's still exhaustion?
Yeah.
Okay.
At the end of this long and grueling day, the list has been done. You are able to take off the sashes now that you are no longer at work, as it were, and enjoy a nice night's rest. Nothing happens throughout the night. You'll gain a long rest. That point of exhaustion goes away immediately. Unless there's anything you wish to do.
Did Kalia ever put on his sash?
Did you put on the
No.
sash? Oh, you didn't put on the sash.
No.
Did McEwen just kind of like be like, oh,
Okay.
whatever, like?
No, I thought
If you want to play out an interaction, though, you absolutely can. But no, it's the condition that he told Charles was no.
Have you adjusted your
No symbols of ideology.
Adjusted your disguised self to have one of the sashes on, maybe.
But I will help in whatever way I can.
Okay. All right.
And that's the condition I have.
Okay.
There was one thing I wanted to do
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
at some point during the day,
Yeah.
and that was to inquire about some armor for my rats.
Oh, yeah, Talia.
Of course.
That's
You visit Talia and ask to cash
Yeah.
in some favors. Of course.
Exactly.
Talia is a little taken aback because Griffin armor is very different from horse armor. Similar enough, I guess. But maybe there's a chance that she'd be able to work something up. You'd have to... She asked that you'd have to come up with some way to have the material, because that's a lot of metal. However...
There is a...
All right,
Yeah,
that should
however-
be doable.
It should be... hold on, let me see. What was the voice I had for her? I think it was just Irish, yeah. There's a lot of Irish people in this, I realize now. It says...
We're in Northern England for some reason.
You're calling Ireland Northern England?
No, I'm just saying that the area with the accents is just like all very...
The Irish would shoot you for that.
Gemina goes.
I am
Gemina
aware,
goes.
trust me, I would not
Gemina goes
say
scavenging
Ireland
for metal in the area in the woods around where they got attacked.
Talia kind of gestures to a couple of the barrels of weapons and armor here, and she makes a suggestion to you, where she kind of says, well, if some of these things happen to be a little bit more messed up than maybe first observed, I suppose these would be decent scrap metal. And I suppose since they truly cannot possibly be repaired, I don't think the Crownsguard would miss them that much. So, how do you feel about having Rascal drop a barrel of those from somewhere up high? Just to damage them a little bit. Something that could look like an accident, maybe. But believable, you know? I don't think people would argue if they start seeing you or your friends maybe roughing up some armor, but they're not going to argue with the Griffin if it drops something.
Sounds good to me.
Sure, maybe do it. Oh fuck, where should we do this?
Roll for weapons smuggling.
Pretty much, yeah. So, are you telling Rascal to essentially take one of these barrels filled with weapons and armor and just dropping it from really high? Given where the smith is, where do you want to do this? Are you trying to do this somewhere off the beaten path so it's not too obvious? Or are you fully leaning into oh, it was such an accident, whoops, he did it in front of everyone?
So, what I'm wondering is if I can give him a particularly large amount and tell him to drop some of it.
Yeah?
So that it's more believable.
Okay, so instead of one big launch, like, throughout the day, that could work. So, like, throughout the day, as you're handing barrels filled with stuff to Rascal, like,
yeah,
a
like at
piece
some
or
point I
two
give him
falls out
too
or
much
something.
to carry.
Okay, yeah. In that case, then, I would say you don't even have to roll then. That's pretty understandable that something drops here and there. The ground is soft, so not every piece works. You know what, we'll make a couple. Give me what kind of a roll would this even be? Give me an animal handling check, honestly, to see if you and Rascal can get away with dropping enough stuff. Yeah. As well as this is also to see how, if you are able to, at the end of this day, have enough scrap metal to actually forge into this armor. If not, then, you know, you might have to find some other way. But...
Animal handling, then?
Yes, animal handling. That's a good sign. It is favorite terrain. You are outside in the forest.
Even so, that's a 9.
Oh! What did you roll?
A 2.
Jesus!
Oh.
So
welcome to the club.
We'll say you get maybe a third of the scrap metal needed for the armor here.
Okay.
Enough to maybe make your choice. Enough to make we'll say it'll be enough to make a single piece of armor. It can be either for the face, for the shoulders, for the hindquarters, one of those 3, and after that armor being completed and being forged, it'll give you a +1 to his AC. So if you find enough metal eventually, you'll be able to add 3 to his AC after forging it and all of that. But for now, with that roll and everything, there's enough metal there to be able to give you a +1 after like a week's worth of work. Because it's going to be very difficult to try and get the measurements of a griffin and then also forge armor to fit said griffin.
He deserves a little helmet, surely.
So just mark down somewhere that you have enough. You have commissioned 1 piece of griffin armor.
Okay.
Which piece, though?
That's true. Which piece do you want to commission? Are you giving him pants, a jacket, or a helmet?
The fact we need pants
gonna give him a jacket.
Are you putting stuff on his shoulders, or his hindquarters, or his head? It's pretty much the only 3 places you can put. You can't put armor on a griffin's wings because then they won't be able to fly.
Yeah. I was gonna go with shoulders.
Yeah, easy enough. You get some spiffin-looking shoulder pads from like the 80s that would stick on the shirts. Yeah, nice. So Pippa tells you that within a few days, maybe towards the end of the week, it'll be ready because it's going to take a little bit of time to get all that stuff, as well as asking you to leave a little bit of treats for Rascal, because she is going to need to get close to him and is going to need to have him sit still long enough for her to get enough, measurements and things like that.
Of course.
So easy enough to do. Is there anything else anyone wanted to do while you were doing this sort of grunt work throughout the day?
Oh no, I think McEwen might have something to say.
That's right. Honestly, I'm trying to think of how he hasn't seen you. He would see you as he's doing his fucking observe the power of the Crownsguard, look at how we rule kind of a thing, to the show of power. Interrupting that to be like, wait a minute, you're not listening to me, would be a little fucked. So I think for now, at least, as you were kind of walking past, you can make eye contact with McEwen, and he looks at you and then kind of double takes and looks you up and down. And it's definitely been observed that you have not worn your sash. He has said nothing about it just yet, because now isn't the right time to say anything about it, but he's very much clocked that you have not been wearing it. So that'll probably come up later. But aside from that, you aren't really harassed at any point during the day. McEwen is a little too busy making his rounds, shouting random orders of work faster, lift harder, random shit. So, if anyone else has anything else that they wish to play out, then we can. But other than that, the day passes, the night goes without issue, and the next day, you'll have awoken with a new piece of paper. And this is
At what point do we have access to the
Wait, so this is a long rest, you're not exhausted anymore?
Yep, a long rest, you're not exhausted anymore. Okay. What did you say, sorry? Ellie?
At what point do we have access to the supplies?
When the monthly shipment comes in, they make an order for things that they need to restock up the garrison and everything. Nah, this would be the last shipment was probably a week and a bit ago. Actually no, the last shipment should have arrived a few days ago, actually. This actually ties into what I was about to go into, but don't worry. But yes, you will be notified when it is time to make your requests for Uber Eatsing some stuff.
Okay.
I mean, So this new letter that has been left at Brigitte's hut and left with Charles as well, is a bit lengthier than the last one. There isn't any jobs on here, actually. Instead, you have been given a rather very formal-looking document that seems to be almost like a report, more than an actual letter. Whereas the letter yesterday was very much like, "Hey, fuckheads, here's the shit you're gonna do for me. Get it done well. Thank you, Angus McEwen." This is very much more,
official
to those under our employ. This is the report that you will be receiving this report. Blah blah blah. It looks much more official. This is a report detailing that a caravan that should have arrived a few days ago has not arrived just yet, and they should have been. They should have been here a few days ago. Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes. Yes.
Well, where were they coming from?
The main road. Coming from one of the neighboring bigger cities that are on the map, as opposed to any of the smaller villages. It's the usual they depart from Onderon, and they make their rounds across the Gilded Lands, which is the territory of the Empire. They make their rounds kind of with a big shipment, and some carts are sent to smaller villages to help them out, to make any reports. This is also the once-a-month kind of check-in that Angus would do, and any other villages in Elloxus would do, at least on the Empire's side, where it's basically any prisoners that need to be transported back, any, reports that you need to submit, any sightings of anything that's iffy around here. It's a constant sort of motion. Yeah, for now.
Fair enough.
So, this report comes from a small crew of Crownsguard that were guarding the caravan. They report that they were jumped along the road by bandits, some of which seem to be representing Iron Shepherd's armor. You have a list of people that were identified, of which you can see a couple of humans, a small dwarf, a half-elf, and you can see 2 dragonborns as well. One red, one black. It has been identified by this crew that these 2 dragonborns seem to have led this sort of charge, and it is detailed that the way in which this caravan was jumped, it was one of the Iron Shepherds pretended to be grievously wounded on the path, and once the Crownsguard stepped out to try and help them, they were then immediately set upon by the neighboring woods. These Crownsguard that made it out were allowed to leave. They were told to report back to their superiors what happened. As such, and given that Green Nest is the closest place here, the job falls to you to go and investigate and go and see what happened. The main job that you have been given, however, is to gather what supplies you can and bring them back. Though it is unlikely, seeing as how they were jumped by bandits, there's a good chance that no supplies are actually there. But anything that you find that bears the sigil of the Empire is to be brought back to Green Nest, post-haste. That is the morning news, as it were, that you have been given. It is expected that you will ship out at any point during the day, but if you are here by sundown... Yeah, if you are still here by sundown, they will take that as you refusing lawful orders, and you will be placed under arrest again.
Have we been given a time limit for this?
Nope. As long as you are out of Green Nest by sundown, that's pretty much the only time limit they've set. It is expected that the travel should have been maybe 2 or 3 days, depending on the weather, into the forest along the main road, so it's not like you're going to be traversing, uncharted ground or anything like that. But yes, this very formal-looking report has hit all of your hands, basically.
Did you say we're supposed to leave by sundown?
By sundown.
Okay.
Yes, this is a very important thing that you have been trusted with, and you are expected to leave ASAP.
Yeah.
Well, time to take some different spells.
Never thought I'd say this, but I wish I could grab another bucket of ale to bring down to the tavern.
Yeah, Charles is kind of looking it over going, what the... Who the fuck is supposed to run the tavern then? What? Angus, you haven't fucking thought this out at all.
Sounds more interesting.
Also, I think it's just going to be a matter of, unfortunately, close for the day.
Don't you fucking say that to me. How could you say that to me? Quincy.
I know.
Look, there are... I'll talk to some of the people in town. Maybe they'll lend their hands for a couple days? Angus! Fine, whatever. Fine, fuck it. And you see he gets up, not even finishing whatever food was on his plate as he shows you this. He puts on his sash, notably a little stained. Not at all mud stained from any of the work that you're doing. It honestly looks like he left it sitting in a glass of wine overnight. It's just been, like, stained. In whatever little act of defiance Charles can do, it seems that he's taken those steps.
He just holds no regard for it.
Pretty much, yeah. So, the rest of the day is yours. We will be ending the session here. But
okay.
The rest of the day is yours to prepare for this, to...
We got a prep day, yeah.
Play out anything that you wish to do, but if you are still in town by sundown, you will be arrested. So good luck, everyone.
Surely we talked them into letting Charles stay to look after the tavern.
You absolutely
we
can.
Could well do that.
We will play that out next session. You have a week to think about what you want to do.